What's happening? What's happening with it? What it do with it? Y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. Yeah. And y'all already know when you come in the building, make sure that y'all hit that like button and jump in the comments, let me know you're in the building. Yeah. What's up with everybody? My man, Seattle Boxing Talk in the building. What's happening with it? Renee Box Young in the building. What it do? Kenlin Jones. What's happening with it? And you got to take the Y out my name. It's just K-E-O-N. But salute to you, my dude. James, what's happening with it? Macadam 1. What it do? E.J. King, what it do? Dead Game Boxing in the building. What's your point? Number one, facts in the building. Cali Fire, what's happening with it? Andrew Gray, what it do? Loyal to the game, Boxing Talk. My dude, Kwame East is in the building. And don't call him Kwame Brown. Chappelle Hannon, what's happening with it? Marvin Banks. W right side. He always on the right side. Ain't never on the wrong side. What it do? Dick Justice, what's happening with it? Yeah. And like I said, y'all hit the like button. Because we finna definitely cook today. Wait, you know what? I forgot I had a bet with Drico Bay. Hold on, man. I need to get in touch with Drico Bay because he owe everybody in here something. I almost forgot. I think Drico then ran off and disappeared. Hold on. Drico then ran off and disappeared on me. Let me make a phone call real quick, y'all. Yeah, tell Drico he needs to come on the show. For real. I almost forgot about what he needs to do, but he needs to bring his ass on the show. Tell Drico, hit him up, Kwame, and tell him he needs to come on here. I almost forgot. Yeah. Y'all gonna like this. I need Drico to come on here. Native Black Faculty Conversation, what's happening with it? My man Jawan Rumbles, what's happening with it? What it do? But yeah, we got a lot to cook on today. Y'all hit the like button. Hell of an interview yesterday with David Benavidez. A lot of y'all slept on that shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all slept on it. But you know, y'all missed it. Whoever, slept on it, y'all missed out. A lot of shit going on though. A lot going on I want to cook on. I said wait for a few more people to get in the building so we could cook. World Combat Sports, what's happening with it? What it do? Yeah, World Combat. And if you want a link, you know what I'm saying? I know you if you want a link to get some of that hate off of your chest, you can get a link later on today to my dude, Scotty. If Scotty White want a link to get some of that hate off his chest, he can get a link too. I mean, yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Jawan. Yeah, a lot of people slept on that interview. Okay, he know what it is. Tell him to come in the building, and I'm gonna shoot him a link. Phil J 508, what's happening with it? Senior K65, what salute to you, man. Appreciate you. Michael Dips, he said here for money, and man, I appreciate you. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Macadon one, what it do? Yeah, but let's talk about a lot. Well, for one, Tyson Fury is fighting this weekend. He's fighting Dillian White. And I'm going to keep it 100. I forgot the fight was happening because nobody's talking about it. Ain't nobody in the U.S. talking about Tyson Fury. I mean, we got, a couple niggas that think they detectives. They talking about Tyson Fury because of the situation with Daniel Cunningham, which ain't none of my business, and I don't care to talk about. But, other than that, ain't nobody talking about Tyson Fury. And that really shows back when we were saying that Deontay Wilder is the only one that people really, really focus on in the heavyweight division. And if Deontay Wilder ain't in the conversation, it don't matter. Like when we was telling y'all that the biggest superstar in the heavyweight division is Wilder. He was the biggest name in the heavyweight division by far. Now y'all see it. Because in the U.S., nobody's talking about Tyson Fury. I forgot the man has a fight coming up this Saturday. And ain't nobody talking about that shit. When he was fighting Wilder, you couldn't pull up YouTube. You couldn't go on Facebook. You couldn't go on no social media. And they wasn't talking about Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Now, for the ones that said it wasn't Wilder, nobody cares about Wilder's Tyson Fury, where are y'all at now? Because ain't nobody giving a fuck about Tyson Fury's fight. Now, don't get me wrong. Do I think that Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight in the world? Yeah, I do. But this proves that Wilder, people were way, way more focused on Wilder. Wilder is the one. And yeah, some channels in the UK might be talking about Fury, but in the US, nobody's talking about Fury. Michael Dent said, Wilder carried the heavyweight division. He said, call him a bum all you want. Nobody really cared about Fury in the UK until, he said, in the UK until Wilder. Right. AJ was holding down the UK before that. Yeah, right. Nobody cared about Tyson Fury before Wilder dug him up out of the grave and brought him back. And now y'all see that everybody that was just diehard Tyson Fury fans, that shit was a lie. Y'all wasn't no diehard Tyson Fury fans. Y'all was just Deontay Wilder haters. And y'all gravitated towards Tyson Fury because you hated Wilder. That's all it was. And it shows. You know what I'm saying? That shit shows. Y'all gravitated towards Tyson Fury just because of the hate that you had for Wilder. Other than that, y'all never gave a fuck about Tyson Fury like that. And like my man said, it was Anthony Joshua that was really holding it down for UK heavyweight boxing. And this don't have nothing to do with Tyson Fury's skills in the ring. I think he fucks up Anthony Joshua if they fight. I think he gonna fuck up Dillian White this weekend when they fight. Hell of a fighter. He a hell of a fighter. I'm not gonna sit here and talk bad about him in the ring. But outside of the ring, as far as his star power in the US, he don't have none. People ain't caring about seeing Tyson Fury like that. You feel me? So don't get it twisted and try to talk about, oh, he's hating on Tyson Fury. No, this don't have nothing to do with Tyson Fury inside of the ring. It's just proven that he wasn't what y'all tried to say he was, and it proves that a lot of his fans, that shit was fake. That was fake love. Y'all was running around talking about him every fucking day when at first, when y'all didn't want Deontay Wilder to get the fight, right? Every day it was Tyson Fury this, Tyson Fury that, Tyson Fury that. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Wilder ain't gonna get the fight. Ha, ha. Y'all talking about that shit every day. Every motherfucking day, right? Then when Wilder got the fight, it was Tyson Fury this, Tyson Fury that. And the whole time I was saying, man, y'all would never riding for Tyson Fury like this before Wilder dug him up out of the grave. Y'all was shitting on Tyson Fury, saying he was boring and he wasn't this and he wasn't that. Now all of a sudden, y'all diehard Tyson Fury fans, that shit was fake. You know what I'm saying? And it proves it. All that shit was fake. Now where are y'all at? Where are all the diehard Tyson? He got a fight coming up this weekend. Why ain't nobody jumped in my comments talking about Tyson Fury this and Tyson Fury that and Tyson Fury that? Why? Because y'all was fucking fake. Fake shit don't last long. That fake shit don't last long. Now y'all ain't nowhere to be found. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody nowhere to be found to talk about Tyson Fury. Just like all you weird ass motherfuckers that was talking about, oh, Errol Spence, he gonna be running. He don't want to get hit in. He's gonna be protecting himself because he's afraid to get hit in the eye. Where are y'all at? This the shit I'm talking about. Where are y'all at? Ain't nobody came in here talking about, yeah, man, you know what? I thought Errol Spence was going to be afraid to get hit in the eye. I thought that Errol Spence was going to look like shit, but I was wrong. Y'all talk all of that shit, but now, where y'all at? Nowhere to be found at all. And what's happening with it? Coach, I see you in the building. Phone booth boxing, what it do? I see you. OTB, what it do? Boxing class is in session. It's in session. My bad. SWAT TX, what it do? Michael Chavez, Big Snack Pack. Appreciate you coming through, Big Snack Pack. But yeah, man, it's like motherfuckers talk a whole lot of shit, but when the smoke clears, they ain't nowhere to be found. I talk a lot of shit too, but when the smoke clears, where am I? The next day, I'm right here. And I'm letting y'all know, hey, I said this, and that, but I was wrong. Oh, yeah, Joshua Riley, you already know. I'm going to get into all of that. But, yeah, so, like I said, am I going to watch Tyson Fury and Dillian White? Yeah, I'm going to watch it. I think I'm going to watch it. Am I going to watch it? What is the fight even on? Is that shit going to be on ESPN Plus or what the? I don't know. Y'all got to let me know. That's a good question. I don't know if I'm going to watch it because if I got to pay for it, I ain't going to watch it. But what is the fight? What network is the fight finna be on in the U.S.? Is it pay-per-view? Is it ESPN Plus? Is it what? I don't know. Is it going to be on DAZN? Can somebody help me out? Anybody know? Stan 92 says ESPN pay-per-view. ESPN pay-per-view, huh? I guess I'm gonna be streaming. I'm gonna be watching it for free anyway. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I only pay for the fights that I want to pay for. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't a fight that I want to pay for. Dillian White shouldn't even be in no damn title fight with his sorry ass. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna get knocked out by a 40-year-old Povetkin? Get test positive for PEDs. Both of them tested positive for PEDs, right? And then get a pay-per-view title fight, man, please. Stan 92 says is ESPN Plus pay-per-view $70. Well, good luck with that shit. I want to buy a way Bob, I want to do like a little counting here. If you buying the Tyson Fury versus Dillian White pay-per-view, put a 1 in the chat if you buying, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you buying Dillian White versus Tyson Fury pay-per-view, and put a 2 in the chat if you saying that you ain't paying for that shit. Money Brown TV, what's happening with it, Money? If you want a link, let me know, Money. You know what I'm saying? I'll drop you a link. You get up here and cook. But yeah, put a 1 in the chat and put a 2 if you ain't paying for that shit. Yeah, nah, not press 1. Yeah, that's, you know, put a 1 in the chat. Edward Rodriguez says, money. I don't know what that means, bro. Boxing Social says, hell nah. Broderick, he ain't paying for that shit. Boxing Combat 2, Ms. 2, Ms. Aisha, salute to you, Queen. R. West 2, Glenn Lanton 2, Marvin Adams 2. Manny said he paying for it 1. R. West 2, Ron Ye 2, Boxing Social 2. Motherfucking Kwame East put 2, a whole bunch of 2s. R. West says 2. Let me see. Ron Ye says 2. Joshua Riley 2. Joseph Rodriguez 2. Coach say 2. Cookie Monster say 2. Stan 92 2. Ron Ye 2. Motherfucking R. West said -2. Floyd, man, ain't nobody paying for that shit but Dundada and my man's who was it? Dundada and Manny. Dundada and Manny the only one paying for that shit. Ain't nobody in here paying for that shit. Them pay-per-view numbers in the U.S. don't look like they finna do well at all. But like I said, I'm not one of these niggas that think I'm a detective and finna get all into that MTK global, all of that shit. Like, I don't care about none of that shit, bro. I don't fucking get off. And you know what I'm saying? That shit don't make me get off because another man is going to jail. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't understand why a lot of y'all is so excited, you know, behind that shit. That doesn't do nothing for me, knowing that another man is going to jail, or knowing that other individuals that might be tied up in that situation, you know what I'm saying, might be getting in trouble. Like, that doesn't do nothing. I don't understand why y'all niggas is so excited about that shit. Like, that's weird to me. Like, that don't do nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm still living the same life I was living, and they still got to deal with what they deal with. That don't have nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, some of us is just different. I got you, Money. I'm going to send you the link right now. I'm going to send Money the link right now. Glenn Lance says too much energy towards it. Yeah, bro, it's like that shit's weird to me. I'm keeping it 100. That's just how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? If you just so interested in getting off on another man, you know what I'm saying, having to do some time or people I don't care about none of that shit, bro. Manny said Errol really did 500K pay-per-views. I had no idea. I have no idea. I haven't heard nothing about the pay-per-view numbers yet. You feel me? I don't know. I have no idea. But me personally, I said that I thought he was going to do. I thought he was going to do over 300,000. I said I thought he was going to do, you know, the same numbers that he did with, you know, Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia, or more. You know, that's what I said. 500K is like the 500K pay-per-views now is like doing 200. I mean, it's like doing 2 million pay-per-view buys back when Floyd was running the game, back before, you know, the all of the streaming came about. Like 500K now is equivalent to doing 2 million pay-per-view buys back in, you know, 2013, 2012. What's happening with it? Knockout. What it do? My man, Boxing Section TBS, Kyle is in the building. What it do? But yeah, so you know, I think that Errol, I think that he definitely probably did, you know, over 300K. Zenith360 says, I think it's interesting how the same boxing media called Heyman the criminal were in full support of the drug cartel boss, because this was PBC. We would never hear the end. Bro, I don't care about none of that shit. Like, I don't get into none of that. I don't care about, like, I really don't. I don't know why y'all are so intrigued about, oh my God, let's, like, I don't, that ain't, man, I'm not a fucking detective. I'm not a fucking police officer. I'm not an informant. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no neighborhood watch. I don't care about none of that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I talk about boxing, what's going on in the boxing ring. Like I said, I don't get off on none of that. None of that shit interests me. Just don't. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in a store and I see somebody stealing some shit, bro, I don't give a fuck if it ain't my store. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Some of y'all need to mind your own motherfucking business. You know what I'm saying? And you'll have a lot better success. Mind your own business. They don't got nothing. When it comes to shit like that, they don't have nothing to do with me. Dundada said, facts, ETB. We ain't no neighborhood whole watch. Right. I mean, ain't got nothing to do with me, bro. That's why I don't talk about that shit, because it don't have nothing to do with me. I don't get off on knowing about Daniel Kinahan being wanted and they want him to go to prison, or Tyson Fury, or fucking goddamn Liam or whoever is tied up. I don't care about none of that shit. That don't have nothing to do with me, bro. When another man is in some type of trouble like that, I don't get off on that. Yes, sir. Drico is in the building. He said Brooklyn in the place. And my man Blue Blood Sports TV is in the building. Salute Blue Blood. And Drico say, hold on. Drico say, Brooklyn in the place. Let's smash the like button and salute my bro before he enter the house. There he go talking that boxing again. There he go talking that boxing again. Yeah, Drico, I need to send you this link, Drico. You got something that you owe the people, right? You know what we talked about. And you got something that you owe the people, Drico. Hold on. Hold on, Drico. You know what? I don't got your email in here. For some reason, I don't have your email in here. Drico, shoot me, text me your email right now. I need you to get on here, Drico. Even if it's just for a minute, I need you to hop on and do what you got to do. Yes, text me your email, Drico, babe. Drew Tight says all of New York in the house. He said it ain't just Brooklyn, it's all of New York. Yes, sir. What up, Big Drew? Cassandra Mason, the queen, in the building. Leon Robinson, what's happening with it? DP Rocker, what it do? Oh, yeah, I know what you was talking about. Yeah, Zenith, I know what you was talking about. I wasn't talking about you. I'm just saying in particular, bro. You know, all them dudes that was talking about, oh, PBC this and PBC business, that's clown shit too, bro. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, and, you know, all that shit, clown shit to me. The best dad ever. What's happening with it? Yeah, but Drico Bay, hold on. Drico Bay, we need him to come through. We need him to come through. Right? But in other news, let's continue to cook. In other news, let's talk about David Benavidez yesterday. You know what I'm saying? David Benavidez yesterday, and y'all hit my like button. First, y'all hit the like button. Because a lot of y'all come in here every day and don't hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come in here every day and don't hit the like button. What's happening with it, Batman? So let's talk about David Benavidez. He came through, you know what I'm saying? Drico, send me your thing. He came through, smashed through the building, and hey, after yesterday, he cornered Jermall Charlo. You know what I'm saying? He cornered Jermall Charlo. Real talk. Jermall Charlo's cornered now. Kwame East, send me Drico Bay's, send me his email if he ain't gonna drop it. So he put Jermall Charlo in the motherfucking corner. That's what he did. He came on here and he said he put hands on Jermall Charlo, and Jermall Charlo jumped behind his security. Now, whether you believe that happened or not, that's up to you. But he said it. He put hands on Jermall Charlo, and Jermall Charlo jumped behind his security. Okay, Drico, I'm gonna send you the give me 1 second. Hold that. I'm gonna hold that thought right there. I'm gonna send Drico his this invite real quick. Hold on real quick, y'all. Money, what's happening with it?
What's going down, bro? They had to reset my damn computer. It was tripping.
Mm-hmm. Broderick Hunter, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Coach, I'm gonna send you a link too, Coach. Let me get Coach this link. Drico got something he owe everybody. So Drico, go ahead and I sent you the link, Drico. Go ahead and grab that link, my brother Drico, and you owe everybody something.
Drake, what's going down? You old Pookie. Damn, okay.
Hold on. He said he got it. Big snack pack, what's happening with it? Hey, that boy say big snack pack, Funky Town, crippin' in this bitch. If you want a link, let me shoot Batman. Let me send one more link out, and then I'm gonna get to cooking. Let me get Batman. All right. Uppercuts Boxing Nation in this thing. What it do?
Scotty.
Hey, you yeah, Scotty them push-ups too.
Scotty told y'all able to fulfill them. I'm talking about the doctor told me being that close to the floor when he's out and catching the roll at 19.
Hey, I you stupid as Scotty a fool. Scotty, oh yeah, I need Scotty in here too, man, because I know Scotty. Let me get knockout. Let me get knockout this link. His boy knockout. Let me get him in here. And I don't know if I got Scotty email saved in my joint, man. Send man, let me see. I don't think I got Scott. I don't want to pin it in the thing because then
Let me
everybody
try.
gonna.
Let me see if I got Scott. I'll try to see. Let me see if I.
Yeah. Send Scotty the link if you can. Yeah. So man, so yesterday, man, I don't know. I don't think you watched. I don't know if you watched it. You know what I'm saying? The interview. Oh shit. I don't know if you watched the interview, right?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. Yeah, I got through it.
Okay. So hold on. So before we even get into David Benavidez putting Jermall Charlo in the motherfucking corner, you know what I'm saying? We got Coach on, but we got my man Drico Bay in the building. You know what I'm saying? Straight from Brooklyn, New York. And Drico, I need you to do something, man. I need you to do something for the people, Drico.
Yeah, what you need, man? First, salute to the panel, everybody on the panel, man, and salute to the chat. Cassandra, Titan, Drew, Titan, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. Peace. What's going on, son? What's poppin', son? We had a bet, right?
When we spoke, huh?
Right. We had that bet, right?
Yeah. Go ahead, Drico.
Hey, listen, Earl showed me a lot, man. I was actually on the highway. I was coming through the turnpike.
Hold on, Drake, my brother. Hey, can you send it to Scotty's phone because I can't find Scotty on the email.
I can't do it for my phone because I don't have the link. I'm in StreamYard.
Oh shit.
I'll give you. I'll text you his phone number. Go ahead.
Oh, and I was on the turnpike, and I had Goon, my other brother from Loyal to the Game. Shout out to my brothers from Loyal to the Game, and they was giving me play-by-play. But I got home about the third or fourth round, man. EJ looked good. He looked good. He showed power. He's sitting down on it. I mean, he just did EJ. He just walked right through it. I see remnants of EJ with the shag again. I think he got actually more power than he had before. I don't know if it's his technique. I don't know if that's what he was working on or not, or it just might be a good diet or good camp, man. But he showed me good power, man. Good concentration, little endurance. I mean, but hey, it's the same old EJ. You know what I'm saying? He gave it to him.
Okay, so what you don't know shit about, Drico? Let's get to you beating around the bush, Drico.
What's that?
Huh?
What's that?
You supposed to come up here and tell everybody you don't know shit about boxing. You've been running your mouth too much. That was the bet.
That was the bet.
Go, come on, Drico. We need to hear it. Drico.
Listen, Earl did a good job. He did a good job against a standing still opponent. He did a good job against Ugas.
Man up, nigga. Man up.
He just did a good.
Fulfill the bet.
He did a good job. It's still yet to see can he beat that man from Omaha.
No, that ain't the bet, Drico. That ain't the bet.
What's that?
Fulfill the bet what you said you was gonna do if EJ went out there and did his thing and stopped that man. Come on, Drico.
I don't know shit about boxing.
One more time.
Drake don't know shit about boxing. That's my bet. I fulfilled my bet.
There you go. Drake don't. So from now on, when Drake get to talking that shit, and I know he finna go in, he finna be going in. You know what I'm saying? But this and but that. We all know now that Drake don't know shit about boxing. Drake just be talking. Because that once upon a time, Drake was the biggest Errol Spence fan there is.
Absolutely.
He was. And he turned on him. You know what I'm saying? He seen Errol Spence getting the turning up and fucking off, and he turned on Errol Spence. But we stayed down.
That's good. I'm glad y'all stayed down. But I'm still a fan of Earl. I just think that TC is a better. I think he's gonna beat Earl. That's all. I'm still an Earl fan, y'all. But because I was such a big fan of Earl's high points, I also know his low points too. So I know his weak spots. So I just think TC can beat
now. That man on point.
I think TC can beat him.
I mean, that I don't have no problem with you thinking that.
TC stops him in 6. It's early. It's gonna be early.
Now you know, like I said, he already told y'all he don't know shit about boxing. You feel me? Hey, but so we gonna let's move on. Because we gonna get back to that. We gonna really.
But let me just say this, Keith. So Drake, and but you gonna pick Earl to get stopped earlier than motherfucking a one-legged man Man, go ahead, kid.
Money. We gonna get into that later. We gonna get into that because Scotty White gonna come on. Scotty, did you send Scotty the link?
I'm doing it now, bro.
Scotty gonna come in here and turn up too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But let's talk about this David Benavidez.
Panel and everybody, I got an hour. They only give me an hour. So I'm going to hop back off. And then when y'all get to cooking, I'm going to hop back on. Money.
Okay.
Keep that thought. Hold that thought, baby. I'll be right back pointing at the screen again, just like old times, baby.
I got you.
Okay,
all right, salute, baby.
Yes, sir. So, Lord to the game, he in that super chat, he said, you ain't no EJ fan. You believe your own lie. Damn. My man, Cormac East. But, let's get into this David Benavidez, man, because yesterday, if y'all seen it yesterday, you know what I'm saying? David Benavidez, to me, he put Charlo, he trapped him in the motherfucking corner, right? He told everybody that he put hands on Jermall Charlo, and Jermall Charlo didn't do shit but jump behind his security guards. He jumped behind his bodyguards. So when a man come and say, you a bitch and I put hands on you, and all you could do was jump behind your security guards, right? And then wait till you got around all your people and start popping off. That ain't no good look, bruh. Now you have to fight him because he said now he's a bitch. He got to fight me. He said, we got to make that fight happen. No, we got to fight. So he put Jermall Charlo in the corner. It ain't no, I'm not a 168-pound fighter. It ain't none of that shit no more. If a man tell you that, and plus, right, you going to get paid to fight. You going to get big. This is a big, big fight. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. This is a big fight. You know what I'm saying? With the animosity that Jermall Charlo and David Benavidez have against each other, you've had Mike Tyson talking about it. You know what I'm saying? This is a huge fight. They both gonna make millions and millions of dollars. It's gonna be a big ass. It is gonna be on pay-per-view when they fight. A big pay-per-view. Matter of fact, we got 208 people in here. Hit the like button. Hit my like button. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the building, hit the like button. And then after you hit the like button, just real quick, if you would pay to see Jermall Charlo and David Benavidez on pay-per-view, if you would come out your pocket and pay for that, put a 1 in the chat. If you would come out your pocket and pay for it. Real quick, everybody put a 1 in the chat if you would come out your pocket to see that fight. Ron Ye, he put a 1. My man Uppercuts put a 1. Jalen Thompson put a 1. W. Rightside put a 1. The Live Wire put a 1. OTB, he put a 1. Roger Ortega put a 1. 1. UGK baby. Let me see. Dead Game Boxing. Jaime Peralta. Bole. First Degree Sport. Everybody in here putting a 1. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in here saying that they'll pay to see that fight. So you can't tell me that fight ain't big. Just like David Benavidez said yesterday, he said the fight is a big fight. It got to happen. It got to happen. You know what I'm saying? So he's cornering Jermall Charlo, and Jermall Charlo can't afford to say no. He ain't fought nobody else. David Benavidez, you know, he don't have no big names on his resume besides Anthony Durrell. But one thing we can say about him, he wants to smoke with everybody. He doing everything he can. He going behind the scenes asking for these fights. That's, you know what I'm saying? What more can you do? So, yeah. Yeah, so Queen, what's happening with it, Queen? I see you. Yeah, so this fight needs to happen, and Jermall Charlo is out of excuses. Ain't no more excuses. You gotta move up, fight that man, because get the bag, and y'all got real beef with each other. It's a real problem there. Y'all don't like each other. You know, you can pop off and you know what I'm saying? You could pop off around thousands and thousands of people. You popping off at his dad, but he said he put hands on you and you jump behind your security. So if you acting like you want to fight that man, right, in public, go get a bag and do it. You in the corner now. Yeah, Todd Swindle in the building. Yeah, I seen that commercial, Todd. I did see that commercial the other day with Damian Lillard and Ryan Garcia. Sosa Smith says, Benavidez ducking the Andrade smoke. How? How's Benavidez ducking Andrade when he clearly came on here yesterday and said that he wants to fight Demetrius Andrade? That shit that his manager Sampson said, he said he not worried about no money. He said he know that he ain't gonna make that much money fighting Demetrius Andrade. He wants to fight. So tell me how that translates to you into him ducking Andrade. Make that shit make sense to me. How does that translate to you, him ducking Andrade? I don't understand. Coach.
The man even said Boo's supposed to be out of his contract, so he needs to sign with the PBC because they treat us good over here and we can make the fight. I want to know where that sound like duck. I don't know where that sound like duck. People just say shit, don't think, don't have
you know what it is. They go to other channels, right? And a lot of dudes on YouTube, they go to other channels and they fucking, you know what I'm saying? They repeat what they hear other people say, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
They don't have no common sense. Don't do.
He says they won't make the fight. Who won't make the fight? What you mean? Who?
He's done after Zach Parker with that comp with the zone, so he could sign with the PBC and they gonna make the fucking fight. That's an easy fight for him to make if he signed with the fucking PBC. Easy, and they both want to fight each other, so the fight should happen.
Well, okay, so my man says David can't fight nobody unless Sampson say so. Whether that is true or not, I don't know how that works.
Wait. He addressed that also. He said that's all of that, or what Sampson said, I haven't talked to him since he said that. He said everything go between me and my dad. We make the decisions. That's what the man said. So that's what he said. That's null and void. That's some bullshit.
And even if that was true, right? That don't have nothing to do with you saying him ducking, right? That's not ducking. That's me wanting to fight, but my promoter won't make the fight. Y'all need to. That's two separate things. Sosa Smith says, "Don't say I don't know nothing about nothing." He says, "Don't say I don't know nothing. I'm a boxing pundit. I've been watching boxing for the longest." His manager Sampson said what he said. Okay, you can't. Don't try to backtrack, right? Sosa Smith, don't try to backtrack. You came in here and you said that David Benavidez is ducking Boo Boo Andrade. That's what you said. Don't try to backtrack and talk about his manager and all that shit now. You said specifically David Benavidez is ducking Demetrius Andrade. So I need you to back that up. All that other shit don't matter. You know what I'm saying? What his manager said don't fucking matter. We talking about what he wants to do. He called out Demetrius Andrade before Demetrius Andrade said anything. Demetrius Andrade ain't called out David Benavidez. David Benavidez called out Demetrius Andrade. He the one that got us talking about this. Not Demetrius Andrade. So don't forget. So how am I ducking somebody if I'm calling you out? Make that shit make sense, please. Sosa says if the promoter say no, he gone. But what you said, bro, is, you know what I'm saying? What you said doesn't add up to David Benavidez ducking. Y'all use that ducking word too loosely. You feel me? But you know, we'll see. We'll see if that fight happens. It's other fights like Jermall Charlo. I'd rather see the Jermall Charlo. You feel me? DP Rocker said, bruh, you gotta elaborate on that. What you talking about? But you know, it's other fights that he got. He got Caleb Plant. He got Jermall Charlo. I want to see the Jermall Charlo fight or Caleb Plant fight more than Demetrius Andrade because of the bad blood. Him and Demetrius Andrade don't have no bad blood.
And let me say something, Key, before you catch that next super chat. I want to say this though, Sosa, bro, and appreciate the love you showing. Appreciate the
the
super chat.
You though, Sosa.
Ain't no the energy going back for what is all up. Yeah. But the thing is this, Andrade just came to 68, bro. He just came. This is his first fight at 68. And when he finished with Parker, his contract is done. So let's see what happened when he finished with Zach Parker. Let's see where he go. If he try to sign back with, well, I don't know if he was with PBC, but if he signed with PBC, let's see how real Demetrius Andrade is about the fight, because he just coming up to 68. So we can't just say, oh, David Benavidez don't want to fight this man when both of them had fights in place already, right? So when he done with Zach Parker, let's see how his energy is. Let's see if he's serious about chasing that fight down. Then we'll see when he go beat David Benavidez and he beat Zach Parker ass. Then let's see what plays out. You just can't say a man duck and they both got fights and the man just came up to 68.
Okay, well now he says, my man, he says, and back in the super chat, my man Sosa says, dude, my energy is strong. If I say I want to fight and we talking about a fight, my manager or nobody will say nothing. The fighter in charge. Okay, well, you got to make me understand what are you saying, because now you contradicting yourself. Coach just came on here and told you that David Benavidez just said he don't care about none of that shit that Sampson said. It's him and his dad that make the decision and he want to fight, right? And you said that no, if Sampson say no, the fight ain't gonna happen, right? Now you just came back and now you saying that if you want to fight, can't nobody stop you from fighting. You contradicting yourself. So what is it? First you said David Benavidez was ducking. Then I got you on that, right? Now then you said, well, Sampson said this and that. Then we told you what David Benavidez said about what Sampson said, right? Then you came back and said, well, nah, if what Sampson says go, because he the promoter or whatever. Now you saying, well, that don't matter because if I want to fight, the fight gonna happen. Can't no promoter get in front of it. So what is you saying? You didn't say 4 different things. I'm confused now.
Coming up on 5.
Like, right, bro. He contradicted himself. At the end of the day, you can't come in here talking about David Benavidez, whether you like him or you don't. You cannot come on here talking about David Benavidez is ducking nobody. But Sosa, if you want the link, I'll slide you the link. Just put, you know what I'm saying? Just let me know that you want the link and I'll slide you a link. And maybe you'll be able to explain what you're talking about a little better. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you that chance to come up here and, you know, slide in and let everybody know what you're talking about. Maybe you can explain what you're saying a little better, you know, if I slide you a link. I don't have no problem with sliding you the link. And Scotty White just slid through. What's happening? Okay, I'm going to drop the link, right? This link is for Sosa. Don't nobody else grab the link, right? We already got enough people in here. Don't nobody else grab the link. I'm going to drop this link for Sosa. And, yeah, hold on. And since you've never been up here before, when you grab the link, Sosa, just turn your camera on in the background real quick so I can see your face. And that's it. Make sure you know you ain't no troll trying to come up here and do some weird shit like they did to my man Kyle one night. I was watching his show.
Hey, Bet, you in the building?
I don't know. Bad guy. I don't know if his shit on mute or what. But yeah. So, oh man. So anyway, David Benavidez, bro. Whether you like him or not, whether you think he beat everybody at 160 or whatever it is. Okay, I got you, Sosa. You can turn your camera off if you want to. You can leave it on. It don't matter.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, what I'm saying is I rock with all fighters, bro. I like Benavidez. I like Charlo, but Charlo let me down. But what I'm saying is, like Tyson said, we can't be following behind these people that's sitting there making decisions for us. If you say you're going to fight somebody, fight that man. But then Samson gets on there and sit there and talk about, no, it's not a good fight for us. You know, he's not the type, it's a low risk, you know, he said like a low risk, like a high risk, low reward type fight and all that. And we ain't seen Benavidez say nothing about contradicting that. Now, me, if I'm saying I'm about to bust somebody's ass, I don't give you, ain't nobody else gonna come out here and say nothing, because you know how that's gonna make me look as a man if I sit there and say this is what I want to do, and then I got this man that speaks for me coming out and sitting there and saying one other thing. That's gonna make me look bad, like I'm contradicting what I'm saying to my people. If you come to me and be like, bro, let me hold that pack, I'll be like, I got you. But then my girl come out here and just be like, yeah, he ain't tossing out nothing. How that's gonna make you seem? It's gonna make it seem like I'm lying to your ass. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I respect Benavidez because he's with all the smoke. I see how he on Charlo ass. And I used to think Charlo was with the smoke because he called the man out. But he didn't think that man was going to respond to him. But he did. And now he's been on him. But I remember when he had a problem with Caleb Plant. I've been sitting here waiting for years for him to handle that business. They didn't do that. But what I'm saying is, can't nobody speak for me. And if you're going to be in charge of your career, you can't let nobody come out there and let a false narrative be presented if that's what it is. If you sitting there saying this is what we gonna do, then this is what we need to go ahead and do. You understand what I'm saying now?
Okay, so let me you know what I'm saying, rebuttal that. So basically, this is my thing, right? If I got a problem with you, right, and I say, man, Big Fish Sosa, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I see him, I'm going in his mouth. Fuck him, right? And then and I come on and I come on live and I tell everybody, when I see Sosa, you know what I'm saying, it's up, right?
Yeah,
and
it's
then
up.
Money Brown, right? Money Brown, my partner, he go on his show later on tonight when he do his show, and he like, yeah, nah, man, nah. Key, you know what I'm saying? I don't want Key to do that because you know he ain't gonna touch Sosa. I can't control what he say. I already said what I'm gonna do. I can't control what Money do. You know what I'm saying? Now, after he said, I can call him and I could be and I could tell him, hey, you know what I'm saying? Nah, don't say what I'm not gonna do, because that's what I'm gonna do. You see what I'm saying? So that was the thing with David.
But
Samson
you know the way they got the way that David got that contract, right? That he can't do nothing without Samson okaying it, right?
Well, I don't know that, but let me finish what I'm saying. So Samson, he came on KQKC Boxing Network, right? He came on KQKC and he said that, right? He made those statements. Now, when he made those statements, David Benavidez immediately came back. He immediately came back and he said, nah, I'm not finna ask for that much money. He said, no, fuck all that. I'm not cared. He said, I don't even care about how much money I make to fight Demetrius Andrade. He said, I think it'll be a great fight. I think he's a great fighter, and I want that fight. He said, so whatever Samson's talking, I ain't worried about none of that. Like, I don't care about what he's saying. I want that fight. Then he came on yesterday and he cleared it up again. And he said those same things like, nah, that's bullshit. You know, yes, Samson said that, but nah, that ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying that I want this, this, and that. So he's clearly showing y'all that he wants to fight. He can't make the fight now because, like Money said, he just moving up to 168. Demetrius Andrade, he's just moving up to 168. And then he got to get past Zach. You feel me? He got. I don't know too much about Zach Parker, but from what Knockout and them was telling me,
Zach Parker pretty
Zach
sturdy.
Parker can fight.
Yeah, he pretty sturdy. He pretty sturdy guy. But he a front foot dominant fighter.
But that's not the only thing.
I think Andrade get him though, because you know he don't move as good as Andrade do. But we gotta see how he adjusts to that 168 though.
Another thing. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
Now go ahead, brother.
Another thing that he said yesterday was, me and my daddy make the final decisions on everything. That's what he said. He said, I don't know why Sampson would say something like that. And he said, I haven't even talked to him since that happened, since that incident happened. Because he caught himself because he looked like he was about to say 2 million or 3 million to fight Demetrius Andrade. So Sampson was talking shit and David hadn't known nothing about it. So he corrected all of that. He said, when decisions are made, it's made between me and my dad. And I talked to Al. And just like he said with Charlo, he called Al Heyman and he talked to Al Heyman himself. He said, I want that fight. And they tried to get the fight, but Charlo wouldn't take the fight.
Charlo ain't gonna take that fight.
I mean, it's gonna be we're gonna see if Boo Boo gonna take the fight. If Boo Boo, because this is his last fight with the Zone. So he's not under nobody's contract. And just like David made a point to say this also. He said he 33, 34 years old. He's getting, long in the tooth as far as making a big fight. This will be a big fight with Demetrius Andrade. So I don't know why he wouldn't take the fight.
It'd be his biggest fight.
So
it'd be Charlo's biggest fight.
He want all the smoke with everybody, bro. That's just who he is.
Yeah, so and I'm not sitting up here telling you that what Sampson says don't matter. I never said that. I never told you one time out of my mouth, what Sampson said don't matter, because everybody know that politics can get in between boxing, right? Managers, they can get in between fights. But what I'm telling you is just because his manager said that, you can't say that he's ducking. I can't control what another man says. All I can do is tell you what I want and how I feel. Other than that, if it happens or not, yeah, we still got obstacles to get through. But you can't call me no motherfucking duck, and you can't say that I don't want no smoke with you because somebody else said some shit that I didn't say. That's all I'm saying. Y'all need to understand that and stop running with, he's ducking. He don't want nothing. He's scared.
I should have said Benavidez' team is ducking it. That's what I should have said. His team is ducking it.
Yeah, and I'm right now, I'm kind of addressing people in the chat that's, kind of insinuating, because his manager said that. You can't control what somebody else say. You feel me?
That's not his manager. His daddy is his manager.
Yeah, his promoter. What is that? His promoter. Yeah, his promoter or whatever. So yeah. But yeah, man, let me I'm gonna go down the line real quick. Give me, no longer than 2 minutes, because we stayed on this subject for too long. Money, go ahead. What's your thought on that?
For just the situation with him and Andrade?
And Charlo too.
Oh yeah, I just look at it like this, bro. They all got a fight coming up, right? So Lucky, Zach Parker, and Dave Lemieux. It don't matter what we want them to do. They got to get past their fights, and they all should beat those dudes, right? They all should get past them. So all we can do is just wait for them to finish up what they're doing and then see what happens next. Because if we sit up here and speculate on this person ain't gonna fight that person, this person ain't gonna fight that person, you'll be all over the damn place and you'll be pointing the finger at every goddamn body. So they all in the fight right now, right? Respect the fights. Let anything happen in boxing. Like I said, they should get past the shit. But when they finish, right, they all will be free. They all will be free. Charlo's still at 60, so he's about, we know he ain't at 68 right now. Who knows what he gonna do with the belts getting vacant if Triple G move up? And like I say, Andrade, you gotta wait to see what the fuck he do once he get done with the Zone. So, and when I look at David Benavidez, I think he'll fight any of them dudes. I think he when he came out and say he'll fight fucking Berlanga, Morrell, and all them dudes, ain't no way in hell he won't fight a Demetrius Andrade, bro. So if they come to him and they say they want the smoke, if he on the PBC side, I believe he'll make it happen, bro. But if he ain't on the PBC side, then I don't think it's gonna happen. He gonna look what's up with PBC. But that's what I think about it. But I think Benavidez has to fight any of them niggas.
Coach, I already heard from you. I'm gonna skip to World Combat real quick. Scotty, you in the building? All right. Well, Batman, you next then. Batman. All right. Knockout.
Yo, what's up, man? Salute Money, Coach, World Comeback, Sosa, Batman, Key. What's up with everybody? Hope everybody doing good this afternoon, man. Man, chilling, bro. Chilling, ready Ready for a good time talking this boxing, bro. Just real quick, man. Like David Benavidez. First of all, great job by you and Coach on the interview yesterday. Fire ass content. Everybody smash the like button, man. It's a damn great job y'all did, man. Y'all let that man talk. He got off his chest, and y'all did a phenomenal job. So first salute for that shit right there. That was A1 work. As far as David Benavidez and Charlo, like I like to take fighters at their word until they prove to me that they a liar, right? So with Ryan Garcia and shit, like he ain't got no leash with me. When he say some shit, nah, bro, I ain't buying it. You got to show me. With Tyson Fury, same thing. But with Benavidez, bro, he always been consistent. He always been one to call for the smoke and like really stand on that shit. And then when he get in people's face, like the energy don't change. And that's why I always joke with Coach and I say, shit, that's why we traded. We keeping Jermall Charlo for Texas, but we did trade Jermall back to Louisiana for reasons. So that's what, because Jermall just ain't wanting no smoke like that. Like he ain't moving the way that a real Texas one is gonna salute and respect. Like ain't no way in hell. Like you supposed to come out and say like, nah, bro, ain't nobody put hands on me. He lying. Like I need to hear something. I need to hear something, bro. Like or you know what? Yeah, he tried to get off on me, man. Let's fight. I'm gonna take care of Selecki. You take care of who you fighting, Lemieux, and then we do need to meet up. Like I need that shit. And until I get that shit, bro, I'm on this helmet. And I hate to say it because I support all things Texas, but shit, man, that's not looking good for the young man based on what David Benavidez said about him and shit, bro. It don't matter, Macedon, y'all got him. You and Coach, y'all got him. Jermall Charlo is Louisiana, bro.
We got Regis, partner.
Y'all got Jermall, bro. That just is what it is. But that's all I got. I know we got a full panel and shit, bro. I ain't gonna overcook the steak and shit. But Jermall need to step up. David Benavidez, salute. He talking the same way that he always talking. He walking it like he walk. And he ain't do what these other fighters do. Like, y'all know how I feel about Tank Davis, but towing that line and I fight whoever they put in front of me, all that shit. David Benavidez ain't with that shit. He like, nah, I don't know what the hell Samson talking about. He might be my promoter, but nah, he ain't speaking for me. This is what I want. This is what I'm trying to do. And so salute and respect to him for having that, that respect for himself and that warrior mentality to go out there and get that shit and try to get it out the mud and chase big fights, bro. That's all I want from these fighters. So salute to David Benavidez, man. That's all I got.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, I wanted to, I wanted to get into this Gervonta Tank Davis stuff, but we stayed on the other topic, a lot longer than I thought. So I'm not finna cook on that. I'm gonna cook on that tomorrow. I'm gonna say that for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But what we is gonna cook on, and we gonna cook on this Errol Spence big fish shit. You know what I'm saying? We gonna cook on this Errol Spence shit. You hear what I'm talking about, Scotty? Scotty, you need to come back in the building. Because man, let's talk about it. You know what I'm talking about? Let's talk about it. Because Errol Spence, he's showing, right? And he proving to Terence Crawford, oh, I'm coming to take your shit. And I'm extremely focused. Now, Errol Spence, he found out that Terence Crawford been in the gym, was in the gym this whole weekend, getting it in, right? So what does Errol Spence do?
He back in it.
He get right back in the motherfucking gym.
Back in the gym, going hard.
That man ain't even take no vacation. He took 2 days off and got right back in the gym. Now, how's a man that got beat? Remember, a lot of people running around here talking about he looked horrible. He got beat up on. He couldn't take body shots. He can't take no chin shots. If he was that fucking beat up, how is he back in the gym 2 days after? Getting in work already. Straight up war ready. Man, I'm telling y'all, where are all the people that said that he wouldn't be the same, that he was going to be in there fighting like a bitch, scared to get hit in the eye? Where y'all at? Y'all was real loud leading up to the fight. Money, have you seen any of them? Because I ain't seen none of them.
Nope. And
Coach, you seen any of them?
And the ones that was saying some other shit.
Nope.
Backtracking.
Sosa, you seen any of them?
I've seen a lot of them. I've seen a lot of them on the Boxing Boys. I be going at them every day.
No, I'm talking about the ones that said that he was gonna be scared to get hit in the eye. I ain't seen them now. After the fight, I haven't seen them. You been seeing
I
them?
keep getting the ones that say he got hurt and everything, and I'm like, hurt where? Hurt where? The man was smiling when he got hit, man. Like,
right.
I don't know what it is about EJ, but these people, they just love to hate on greatness, man, because I keep hearing all the different narratives about Errol Spence, right? But what these people fail to realize, if you wanted to beat Errol, you should have got him before the car accident, because he admitted out his own mouth he hasn't had strength and conditioning since the Lamont Peterson fight. When he came in there and fought Mikey Garcia, he had 30 pounds overweight fat count. And everybody said that EJ was just going to bulldoze that man. So that man decided to fight Mikey in his own fight to show you that he could outbox him. He watched that man every round, and people hollering, oh, well, he did knock him out. But before that, they hollering all he can do is just bowl in and knock the man out. So he chose to give you the way that you said he couldn't outbox Mike. He outboxed him. Then with the Sean Porter fight, they said, well, Errol ain't got no dog in him. Or he can't go fight Sean Porter. He got to fight him from the outside. Okay, bet. Errol came in again, overweight, fat cap, no strength and conditioning. Came in there, fought on the inside, tooth and nail with that man, and sat him down in the 11th round.
Yeah, and see, the thing is, right? People talk and talk and talk, but they don't come around and say they was wrong, right? They don't come around and say they was wrong afterwards. And Errol Spence, man, dude is war ready. He's showing Terence Crawford that you not finna outwork me. You ain't finna outwork me. You know what I'm saying? And I told y'all, Terence Crawford should have fought Errol Spence back when he was bullshit. Back when Errol Spence said, hey, we can make the fight happen now. 60-40. But see, Terence Crawford wanted to be hard-headed. He could have fought Errol Spence back then, and I'm going to keep it 100. He probably would have beat Errol then. Errol wouldn't know his shit. He probably would have beat Errol Spence.
Yeah, he was at that party with Beezy and stuff. Yeah,
but he fucked around, and you know what I'm saying? His head was too big. I ain't taking no 40%. Fuck that. It's 50-50 or no fight, right? And he fucked around and gave this man time to get back to that nigga with the shag. And like Errol told y'all, he said, I did okay against Ugas. This is his words. He said, I did all right. He said, but I'm going to be way better my next fight. So when I go in there against Terence Crawford, it ain't going to be no ring rust. I'm going in there in straight dog mode. Terence, man, I'm telling y'all, Terence Crawford can't fuck with that. And I don't have no problem with anybody thinking that Terence Crawford can win the fight. That's cool. That's your opinion. But niggas running around here like big head ass Timothy Bradley. Running around here talking about, oh, Errol Spence gets stopped. He don't go past 9 rounds. I hear Drico just came in here talking about 6 rounds. Y'all crazy as hell. Like, real talk, y'all crazy as hell. Y'all done fucked up and let this man get back in dog shape, get back on his A game. He's not fucking off, right? He ain't doing no extracurricular activity outside the ring. And he on y'all helmet, right? Now, I don't want to hear Bud Crawford making it hard to make this fucking fight. You feel me? Do what you got to do. Sign with the PBC and make the motherfucking fight. Like Ricky Williams say, make the fight. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit because I hear Bernie talking and he over there. Oh, man, they could have made this fight. They could have made this fight 3 years ago. This fight should have happened 3. Why are you so worried about 3 years ago when it's here right now? You know what I'm saying? Why are you worried about
Bud first came to welterweight?
Hold on. Why are you worried about that
shit? Bomac said it out his own mouth.
You know what I'm saying? Why are you worried about that?
Bomac done said it out his own mouth.
And I'm gonna pass it.
They turned Errol down.
Hold on. Let me pass it. I'm gonna go around in order. I'm gonna pass it to Money.
Okay.
Money.
Yes, sir, bro. Man, listen. The pressure is on now, bro. The pressure is on. Like you say, Key. They even if they would have caught him, right, not this early, still was gonna be tough for him, right? But they would have had a better chance.
Wait, hold on. Drico, hop back on, Drico. Go ahead, Money.
Ugas put a better in y'all back. Come on now, bro. But yeah, hop back on, Drico. But yeah, so Earl went out there and beat a very game, your Dennis Ugas, bro, right? Ugas let him go to 11 rounds. That's what he needed, rounds in the bank, right? He already was in shape. Like I said, he didn't have to wear no fucking sauna suit or shit like that. He's staying in the gym so he can keep the weight down, bro. He gonna make sure he got the weight where it need to be. So that way, all he gotta do is focus on the game plan and stay sharper. He ain't gonna do nothing but be even more sharper. You know what I mean? And I always say this. I say I'm not pissed off at Bud or nothing like that, because you got to give Bud his credit for staying in shape, and he didn't have no hiccups. He's a fucking gym killer. He's disciplined. So you got to give Bud his credit. But Errol Spence got back to being disciplined, because before all of the fame and the glam and all that shit, right, he was a gym killer. I tell people all the time, when him and Jermall Charlo was in camp, right, when Jermall Charlo first came to Derrick James camp, he became the champion. He said it himself. He's like, man, I'm a motherfucking WBC champ, and I'm trying to get like Errol Spence. He a gym killer. That's when he's letting people know he'll go over there and beat the shit out of Kell Brook. So Earl just getting back onto his regular ways, bro. Fell back in love with the boxing game. Put the bullshit to the side. Understand that I can do all that shit when I'm done with this game, bro. So now he's back on this shit, bro. He's back on this shit. He know what Terence Crawford is. He know what the fuck he got to do to get ready for a Terence Crawford, and that shit gonna be fireworks. So I look at EJ as people keep talking about the styles, this, that, and the third. I look at him to me, right? Whenever he in the best of his shape and he on his shit, can't nobody beat him, bro. You know what I mean? Can't nobody beat him. Yes, it's gonna be tough in the doghouse, but can't nobody beat him, bro. And he's back on his shit, bro, at 147. He always been respectful, but he know exactly what he got to do, and he on some savage shit right now, bro. On some real savage shit. And he go work his ass off to make sure that he in shape, bro. So I'm gonna pass it on, but yeah, it's real now. I'm just gonna say that shit is real now.
Yeah, man. Back in the gym, he's showing you it's real. Coach.
Well, all I can say is, Errol Spence is in shape. I saw you back in the gym. All I can say is it's very hard to beat this guy if you can't keep pace. If you can't keep pace, if you can't fight inside, because he getting inside. I don't care what. If you can't keep pace and fight him, you're gonna lose. It's just the way it is. And unless he catching you, the only way to beat Errol Spence is to knock him out. You gotta knock him out. You're not gonna out fight him. It's not gonna happen. You have to knock Errol Spence out to beat him. That's what you have to do. It's not gonna get to the point of outpointing him. It's not gonna get to that point because of the fact that he throws so many punches and he's on you and he's got angles and he got defense. He's constantly putting pressure, constantly trying to break your will. So if you don't stop him early and knock him out in the fight, and he get it once he got into his groove, you saw it with Ugas. You could see he was jittery in the beginning of the fight. But once he got in the groove, if he get in the groove, sick, Katie bought a door. That's all I can tell you. If you can't keep pace and knock him out, that's it. That's the only way Terence Crawford gonna win this fight, if he knock him out.
Yeah,
that's
man.
all I got to say, bro.
And Crawford, and think about this. Crawford, is he going out southpaw Errol Spence? Crawford don't fight well in orthodox stance. He's a great fighter, but he's not a great fighter in the orthodox stance. He's a great fighter when he switches to southpaw. Think about that shit. Is he going to be able to out southpaw Errol Spence? Let me go to hold on. Let me go to, I think Batman, is you in the building? Batman. Nah, I guess Batman ain't even in the building. He's just sitting there. Yeah, nah, let me see. Hold on. Big Fish, it's on you.
All right, like I just want to say, brother, like I was alluding to the points earlier, they was kissing the Errol Spence that wasn't getting strength and conditioning. Now he's back to getting strength and conditioning. Them 3 fights that he had without the knockouts, those were without strength and conditioning. Now he's focused more on his weight and is keeping his weight at a level like most fighters do. He's committed to it. So now he's just building strength on top of strength. Another thing that gets me, like they shouldn't have no problems making this fight if you think about it, because they was hollering about that 60-40. Hell, he took 70-30 versus Amir Khan, and Amir Khan is not even a bigger draw than Errol Spence. They always hollering about this, but they forgot that he took 70-30 versus Amir Khan. Amir Khan got $7 million guaranteed and got another $2 million on the back end. Bud didn't get but $3 million on that. But now, this fight right here is going to come down to the battle of attrition. Bud already starts off slow as is. It takes Bud a couple rounds. I don't care who you is. It takes Bud a couple rounds to get started. And when you start off slow against EJ, he's already putting in work from the word go. So he's going to already been to start touching Bud's body up. So Bud's not going to be fresh when he starts getting going. So his power's already going to be getting sapped. And the more it goes, the deeper that water gets. And it's hard to swim upstream. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to swim upstream. And as it keeps going, the punishment going to keep coming and keep coming. And Errol has that technical, beautiful jab. And Bud is not going to be able to go orthodox, because you see when he went orthodox against Mean Machine, Sean Porter, they was Kell Brooks. When he was in the orthodox stance, they was getting the best of them. And they all have a pretty decent jab. And Errol has a beautiful jab. So Bud's going to have to go southpaw to southpaw. And his jab is decent, but it's not no Errol Spence jab. And as he started pounding on the pressure, Bud's power is going to start getting low. And it's going to start getting lower. And then Bud, his biggest problem is if you clip him, he feel like, oh, I got to get back. So he's going to try to get back, and that's not his game. But it happens every time Bud gets clipped. So he going to get into a firefight. All that technical, all that plans he had is going to go out the window, and they're going to start slugging it out. You don't want to be slugging it out with Errol, because once he get that lather going, he's a well-oiled machine. Once that lather get going, it's just a matter of time before the whole building comes down. Just chipping away with the sledgehammer. And I think he stops Bud around 9th, 10th round. Maybe earlier if Bud starts a firefight. Accumulation of pressure.
Yeah, man. Great breakdown. My man, Drico. I'm on Drico. Let me take Drico off me. Okay, there you go.
I'm off mute.
Yeah, you on.
Whoever that was, I came in here at the last ending of that. Can y'all hear me? Am I clear?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Testing. Okay. Whoever that was at the last ending, I agree with somewhat. That's why I said in 6. Because you can't let Errol get going. Anything after 6, I think is downhill for Errol. And I think that once he get his rhythm and get in rhythm, I think it'll be tougher for TC. If TC gonna win this fight, he gotta get Errol, use Errol's aggressiveness against him. Able to do it. I think
you cutting out, Drico. You cutting out. You froze up. You gone. You back in. Yeah, your connection bad.
Okay, you want me? I'll go out and come back in. Go to somebody else.
You good now?
Okay, I think that TC got the skills to offset Errol's great jab that everyone's talking about. I think that he can counter. He's able to counter that jab. I think that he can also take that jab away from Spence. And after he take that jab away from Spence, I don't think Spence has a plan B to go to that he can rely on. I think that TC just plain and simple got more tools in the toolbox. I think Errol's gonna walk into it. I think he's gonna walk into something early because, like I said before, Errol, as the rounds go from 6 and down, it's downhill from Errol. Errol catches his rhythm and he cuts off that ring, and that's why I said before 6 or 6 is the limit. You can't let Errol go past 6. TC got to outbox him, and he can't outfight him. He got to outbox him, and Errol can't outbox TC. He got to outfight TC, and he's got to do that before round 6, I think. So both of them got to get together and get it up and get going quick. TC can't afford to let Errol get off on him early, and Errol can't afford to let TC get off and get comfortable either. So both of them are going to make each other uncomfortable, and it's not what each other's going to do. It's what each person takes away from each other. So it's not the skill wise offensively, it's what they're able to take away from each other. And I think that Earl has to take too much away from TC to win. That's all I got.
Okay. Let me say something about that, right? Because usually what Terence Crawford does is he usually starts slow, right? Because you said that Terence Crawford is going to need to basically jump on Errol Spence and, you know what I'm saying, let his presence be known and get him up out of there by the 6th round. Because you said after 6 is Errol, he gets stronger and it's downhill for Errol Spence after the 6th round. Well, my thing is that Terence Crawford, you know, usually the first 3-4 rounds, he trying to feel you out. He starts slow, right? Usually we see Terence Crawford have trouble with opponents, right, in the orthodox stance. He usually have trouble, and those opponents that he having trouble with ain't nowhere on near the level of an Errol Spence. And then what he does is he fucks him up because he'll collect the data and he having trouble, and he like, okay, this orthodox shit ain't really working for me. I'm getting caught with jabs. I'm getting caught with shit, and then he'll switch on him. And then when he switches on him, that's when he fucks his opponent up. Well, when he switches on Errol Spence is a southpaw already. He's already a southpaw. Also, how many southpaws Terence Crawford fought? The last time you seen Terence Crawford beat a southpaw?
I can't tell you when.
So that's going to present a problem for him because he ain't going to be able to switch to southpaw and confuse Errol Spence and, you know, and do the same things that he does to other opponents. Errol Spence is a southpaw. And then you can't start off slow against Errol Spence because he on you. He jumping on you. From, you know what I'm saying, from round 1, he going to feel you out a little bit. Round 2, he might feel you. But then he jumping on you. And one thing I got to say is TC can't fight inside. TC can't fight inside. Absolutely. When we see and Errol Spence is going to make you fight inside. TC can't fight inside. And another thing is a lot of people saying, oh, well, TC will outbox Errol Spence and he going to box his head off. When was the last time we seen TC stay on the outside, use his legs, and use his athleticism to box? We don't see that. He's going to fight you. And to me, that's going to be his downfall because he's going to get into a firefight with Errol Spence. And when Errol Spence closed that distance, TC, he's strong. Don't get me wrong. He's strong, but he doesn't know how to, he don't fight on the inside. You know what I'm saying? He don't know how to slide back and get his leverage to fight on the inside. He's more so waiting for you to jump in like he was doing with Sean Porter, because Sean Porter was jumping in with wild shit, and then he was catching Sean Porter. But before that, before Sean Porter started doing all that stupid ass jumping in with his head up in the air, Sean Porter, when he would get on the inside, he was giving TC a lot of problems. You know what I'm saying? He was giving TC a lot of problems. And Sean Porter ain't the fighter that Errol Spence is, because and I'm gonna give it to somebody else, but I'm gonna say this, right? I'm gonna say this. Sean Porter, he said that he had Errol Spence lose down going into the 6th round. He said he had Ugas up 3-2 going into the 6th round, right? After 5 rounds, he had Ugas up. I don't know what the fuck fight he was watching. I really don't. But this fight showed me that Errol Spence wasn't nowhere near him, 100% himself, because he was fucking off outside of the ring when he fought Sean Porter. That wasn't the nigga with the shag that fought Sean Porter. And this Ugas fight shows you, because when Sean Porter and Ugas fought, you saw how close that fight was. Ugas gave Sean Porter everything he could handle and more. And Errol Spence walked through Ugas. He broke him down and beat his ass down. That's what I'm saying. Sean Porter never was in the ring with that Errol Spence that we saw. He was in the ring with an Errol Spence, like my man Big Fish Sosa say, with an Errol Spence that wasn't doing no strength and conditioning, right? That was fucking off outside of the ring, that was coming in 40 pounds overweight, having to cut all that weight. He wasn't himself. Now Errol Spence showed you He's a different fighter than he was when y'all saw him fight Sean Porter. Sean Porter had a tough time with Ugas. A lot of people think that Ugas won that fight against Sean Porter. A lot of people do. You know what I'm saying? And that shows you that, hey, Errol Spence, to me, he showed you, like, hey, none of them dudes, Sean Porter ain't on my level. So when Errol Spence goes in against Terence Crawford better come way harder than what he came with Sean Porter. He better come to that bitch way harder than what he came with Sean Porter. Because if Terence Crawford come in there and perform like he did against Sean Porter, he getting stopped. He getting stopped. Just like I told you, and I kept it real. I said if Terence Crawford had to fight Errol Spence at the same time when he was fighting Sean Porter, that dude, I think Terence Crawford would have beat Errol Spence. I'm going to keep it 100. I think when Errol Spence was fucking off and he wasn't doing no strength and conditioning, I think that Terence Crawford would have beat him. He would have beat him, to me. That's how I feel. But now, he waited too late, bro. He waited. And it's going to be a great fight, though, because y'all see we got different opinions, but it's going to be a great fight. To me, I don't think neither one of these guys are going to stop each other in no 6th round or none of that. I think that this fight might be so great that we might have a second fight. This could be one of them real close Sugar Ray Leonard Hagler fights. Because I'm telling y'all acting like, oh, you know, I don't think that Bud Crawford has the strongest chin. But what I do think he have, I think he got some motherfucking dog in him to where he ain't going to lay down. And we know that Errol Spence got all the dog in the world in him to where he ain't going to lay down. So ain't now one of these dudes finna just go in there and lay down in no fucking 6th or 7th or 8th or 9th round. You gonna have to really, really knock one of these motherfuckers out cold. And I honestly, I don't see that happening. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't see now one of these dudes just get knocked out cold because they just got too much dog in them. Now you might see a knockdown, but it ain't no quitting neither one of these cats. But like I said, I think that Terence Crawford knows better to come in there and just trying to leave himself open, because if he do that shit, Errol Spence hit way harder than Sean Porter or any of these other cats that he been in the ring with, and he a lot better than them, you know. So that's just, you know, my take on it, man. I
don't think it'll be a knockout, but I think it'll be accumulation of punishment. Like everybody's done fought Earl. They get broke down. Like he breaks body parts, he breaks ribs, he damaged insides. It's not gonna be a immediate rematch.
Let Sosa let money World Combat. Is you in the building? World Combat. Okay, World Combat. I think he's still on the phone. Money, go ahead.
You know, my take always been it was a 50-50, right? It was my take because I feel like inside the ring, both of these dudes are highly fucking skillful, bro. Highly skillful. But what people got to understand is Bud switching, right? Because a lot of people get caught up in that switching. Bud go from orthodox to southpaw. He's at his best at southpaw, and when he's going up against top elite talent like a Earl or Porter, you know, he go switch way earlier than he would against anybody else. It's gonna come down to the dog in each one, like Keon said. And I say this all the time. I think Earl just got more dog than Bud when it comes to just banging and gritting that shit out. Because from the outside, neither one of them fit to stay on the outside for too long, bro. They not gonna stay on the outside for too long. I heard some Sean Porter said about Errol Spence try to come in and beat you at your own game, but Bud Crawford come in with his game plan and say, beat me at my game. If you can beat me, you can beat me. But that's not true. We seen Bud fall into the game plan of other cats to where you just want to bang that shit out because Bud get caught up in he want to prove that he's strong, and he is strong as fuck. I mean, Bud is strong as fuck. Bud can crack your ass with either hand. You got to be careful. And what I say Spence got to be careful with Bud is exchanging, right? They in exchange because Bud would punch with your ass. Turns Bud Crawford has a way of getting there first, bro. It's just he know how to stay inside your chest, and Bud has a way of getting there first in the exchange, bro. And that's what's deadly about Turns Bud Crawford to me and with Errol Spence. Because if Turns Bud Crawford catch your ass on the jawline, right, because he's short, I don't give a fuck what your name is. If he catch you on the jawline, your ass go feel and you go do a little dance. And he know how to finish. That's one thing Bud know how to do. He know how to finish. But the same thing goes for Errol Spence. Errol Spence knows how to finish. I was just seeing somebody in the chat said, "Oh, he know how to finish now." When Errol Spence get on your ass,
give me a second, cause man, a lot of these people ain't hit these likes is looking horrible. Y'all hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Just don't. Y'all just chilling, won't hit the come in, won't hit the like button. Hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? It don't even cost you nothing to hit the like button. Shit crazy, man. Go ahead, money.
Yeah, so Errol Spence, he got a way of finishing your ass off too once he hurt you. Like go check his resume. So it's like when you in there and people keep saying, "Oh, he haven't stopped this fight, that fight." Listen, Mikey never been stopped, Danny never been stopped, and Sean Porter never been stopped until he just fought Terence Crawford. That's the best Sean Porter of it. The Sean Porter that fought Errol Spence is the best Sean Porter of his career. That's a fact. Nobody can deny that. They went over and beyond, bringing in motherfucking coaches from DC, Barry Hunter, bringing in Larry Wade. I don't know if Larry Wade was already, but bringing in Coach Larry Wade and going over and beyond for that Errol Spence fight because they felt like they was catching Errol Spence on the down and understand the shit that he was doing. So when you look at Errol Spence facing that type of competition, bro, with motherfuckers in their best shape, you're not gonna knock everybody out. But what he just did to your Dennis Ugas just shows you, and we could say it was an old Manny Pacquiao. Yes, it was. Pacquiao was cracking him with some shit, but Ugas had a way of standing his ground and did what he did against Pacquiao, and he did the same shit with Errol Spence. When people kept saying, "Oh, he was just a punching bag," no, your Dennis Ugas never been a fighter, the Cuban style that move around the ring, box your ass, move it. No, he's a banger. He's standing there. Just Errol Spence made him keep his motherfucking hands up because he was on his shit and he was throwing punches to where that motherfucker was saying this motherfucker throwing punches everywhere. And he had to be on the defense. Bud can be in that same type of position, right? Depending on EJ and how he want to fight the fight because, like he said, Bud ain't been out there just outboxing motherfuckers at 147. And I thought, okay, you know what? He want to do that. Like that's what he want to do. But no, it seems like that at 47, the muscle and the weight kind of forces him to do that as well, to where he ain't that smooth on his legs like he was, bro. And then when just shooting from the outside, Errol Spence ain't just gonna get hit with everything from the outside on a slow pace ass fight. That's a slow pace ass fight. You just stand from the outside trying to play a chess match. He's not gonna sit there and just let a motherfucker just shoot from the outside. People, he go outbox him. No, you're not gonna just shoot from the outside on me, bro. I'm finna even if I gotta take one of them motherfuckers to get in on your ass to force you to dog it out. You know what I mean? And if Sean Porter can force you to dog it out, Errol Spence damn sure can force you to dog it out, but in a smart way. So it's gonna be a hell of a fight, bro. I just think it's gonna come down to because I don't even think it's gonna be a stoppage. I think it's going all 12. I think it's gonna be one of them tough ass fights where they catching each other and cracking each other, where each person can get hurt, right? Each person can get hurt, but I think it's gonna go 12. I just think it's gonna come down to the grit and the dog. And I think once they lock up in the inside, I think that's gonna be the favorite for Errol Spence. And I think Bud gonna try to fight that fight to try to show his ass how strong he is and catch him. But I just think Earl gonna be in too much shape and he gonna be able to take that shit. And I think Earl gonna point him out. But it's gonna be a hell of a fight, bro. It's gonna be a hell of a fight.
He getting stopped, money. He getting stopped.
Hey,
Errol's getting stopped, money.
World comeback. Hold on. Yeah, let me read.
We gonna bet on it. We gonna bet on it, Scott.
Hold on, y'all. Let me read Dirty Red super chat. My man Dirty Red say, I don't think either guy has experience competing against elite southpaws, at least not recently, and neither fighter has fought a guy like the other. Yeah, I agree with you. And salute to Dirty Red in the building.
Well, I don't agree with that, King.
I don't think neither one of them have dropped the elite. Fought an elite southpaw.
Well, it ain't about them fighting an elite southpaw. When you're an elite fighter, you just an elite fighter. I mean, when you're a southpaw, you fought southpaws. It's just how you fight a southpaw. So it ain't the point about fighting an elite southpaw. Both of these motherfuckers elite, and they fought elite fighters. So it's gonna be about the game plan. For us fighting an elite southpaw, it ain't like it's gonna be some just like I say. When you go listen to my man Onito Denner explain about a southpaw going up against a southpaw. You just not able to do the shit that you can do against an orthodox fighter. The angles you can take, how you can throw them off with certain punches. Your ass is gonna be right there, and it's really gonna be like a dog fight. A southpaw versus southpaw is really like a dog fight, bro. So I don't like when you say they not being able to fight these southpaw. I don't agree with that shit. I think both of them will get in there. They're gonna have their game plan. I think at the end, like after 6, that shit just gonna be a dog fight. It's gonna be a grit. Them niggas gonna fight, bro. And they gonna bring the excitement. I just think Errol Spence gonna outpoint
the money.
And let me get this. Let me get this one more super chat, and I'm gonna let you cook, Scotty. Zenith 360, what's happening with it? He says that's a great point, money. Porter brought the dream team for the Spence fight. He didn't do any commentating or side jobs. He was more focused than ever. That's that. He said, think that's why the last loss hurt more. Yeah, his last loss. Yeah.
I say think that's why the loss hurt more to Errol Spence because he did everything.
Hold on. It keep on skipping. Oh yeah, he said think that's why the loss hurt more. Yeah. Go ahead, Scott.
Go ahead, Scott.
It was what it do. Everything boxing, Drico, Money Brown. That was a good point you made, man.
My brother Scott.
And I'm gonna keep it serious as possible. Okay, when Sean Porter was heading in there to fight Terence Bud Crawford, and people was up here saying, they was taking the when he fought Errol Spence, and they was taking that energy because both of them decided they made that commitment to fight each other with high energy, mano a mano. It wasn't too much technicality in that, you know what I'm saying? Then he went in there and fought Terence Crawford different than when he fought Errol Spence. And a lot of people was talking about, well, Sean Porter's winning the fight. He's winning the fight. But he fought Terence Crawford different. I believe that Errol Spence is definitely going to fight Terence Crawford differently than he fought a Sean Porter and a Yordenis Ugas. He's going to fight them differently. Now, I'm not going to lie. Errol Spence was in phenomenal shape. It was a lot that was riding high on his strength and conditioning and his nutritionist. And when it came down to it, he kept up the pace. He was on the gas from start to finish against Yordenis Ugas. But just because Yordenis Ugas and Terence Crawford is damn near the same complexion doesn't mean they're the same fighter. You know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford isn't Yordenis Ugas. I don't know what the hell Ugas had going on when he just wanted to have the high guard and shell up and, have a very minimized punch output. But that was the wrong game plan for somebody like Errol who came in there to run him over. And, Spence did his thing, though. I have to give a salute, in this particular case after watching the fight. I have to salute Terence Bud Crawford for not showing up to the arena. You know what I'm saying? Because he would have stole all that glory from Errol Spence. So I'm glad that I got to give a big salute to Terence Bud Crawford not showing up to the arena, man. Because I heard Keon say at the weigh-ins that he wished Terence Crawford would have showed up, to the fight and everything. And I'm glad he didn't, because he just left Errol to have all the moment, everybody in the arena. I mean, I like the energy. I'm not going to lie. It was jumping, from what I felt and the energy inside the arena. It was jumping. That's what you want, especially in your backyard. But he still gets stepped on by Terence Crawford money. He still gets stepped on. And I know you can sit up here and articulate yourself with the best of them. But in this particular scenario, I know y'all rocking with Spence heavy. And that's what it is, man. I'm going to leave it at that.
That's my brother Combat, baby. That's my brother.
Yes, sir. Hey, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. But as far as you saying that him not being at the fight, he should have been at the fight. Like I said, it's definitely he should have been at the fight. I mean, if he had gotten the ring after Terence, I mean, he didn't have to go to the weigh-in and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that would have, if he had been at the weigh-in, and that would have put focus on, him and Errol Spence, and nobody would have been focusing on Errol Spence and Ugas. So, but at the fight, he should have came to the fight. Even if he came, just didn't even go see the pre-fights, and he just came down doing that fight, he should have been at the fight so he could have gotten the ring for their money. That makes that fight 5 times bigger if he jumps in the ring and gets up in Errol Spence's face and they in each other's face. It make that fight 5 times bigger if he's at the fight and get in the ring and get up in his face. Of course, they would have let him in the fight. They would have let him in the ring because Errol Spence clearly called the man out. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking his shit. Terence Crawford. So if Terence Crawford was there and got in the ring, like, man, you ain't taking shit. What's happening? Right? That would have made the fight way, way bigger than it already is, because it would have been all over ESPN. It would have been all over Fox Sports. It would have been everywhere.
You're right. You're right, Keith.
A million videos would have came out just on that clip with them face-to-face alone.
Exactly. And that's why I'm glad he didn't show up, because he deprived y'all of making thumbnails and goddamn doing live videos on that one moment. Y'all hyped up and everything.
He deprived
y'all
himself of making more money. That's what he deprived.
No,
it ain't got nothing to do with y'all.
You can't hype it up no more than what it is. It's been hyped up for years.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. If he had a guy in the ring, that shit would have been fire. He didn't deprive us of shit. He deprived his own pockets because at the end of the day, he the one that got to get paid off of this.
Exactly. I just thought that was a G move. That was a G move. Let Errol Spence have his moment. You know, he won the fight. He dominated Ugas. But you know, he was shaky. He was shaky in there. You know, I'm not here today. I'm in a different mood because now Errol Spence has 3 belts, and from here on out, it's a hot grease summer. It's a hot grease summer.
How was he shaky? Because he got hit wide open looking for his mouthpiece.
Oh, he wasn't just hurt one time, Keon. He was hurt several times in that fight.
He was hurt that one time. No, the other time I ain't gonna lie, I thought he got rocked another time, right? When he kind of stepped back and he like kind of stumbled and then he came right back. If you go look at it, Ugas, he pushed him. Ugas, he do a lot of shit in there, and Ugas pushed him. And that's what happened. It wasn't from him being hurt, because you clearly saw he wasn't hurt because he stumbled back and then he got right back in Ugas' shit.
Yeah, he got right back because he had all those fans in the seats.
Nah, Ugas,
and he had the goddamn
the fans don't fucking make your chin stronger.
That's what he did. He goddamn had to save face and get back in the fight.
Ugas pushed him and he stumbled back and he came right back. So he was not hurt more than multiple times in that fight. He got hurt one time and I ain't gonna say he was hurt. He got stunned when he fell up against the ropes because Ugas cracked him. And I think, to tell you the truth, I'm gonna keep it 100. I think that if Ugas had a hit Bud like that when Bud chin was wide open,
stop it, Keon.
Bud would have been. I heard
asleep. Somebody else say this already.
Bud would have been asleep. I don't care what you think. I think Bud would have been asleep. That nigga would have been night.
If Bud would have,
he would have been the 90-night champion. Bud would have been the 90-night champion.
Hey, we love putting search parties out there, Keon. We love putting search parties out there. We would have dared Errol Spence to look for a mouthpiece if Terence Crawford was his opponent.
Like my man Uppercut Boxing Nation say. Like my man Uppercut say. When was the last time you seen a man so-called just so hurt, but he come back the next round and throw 114 punches?
Yeah, 114 punches on a fighter that wasn't even trying to put out.
He wasn't trying to get put out because he was taking them shots back.
Ugas surrendered.
Hold on. So Ugas was throwing the fighters. That's what you saying? Like the rest of these
I'm not saying he's throwing the fight. I just say he wasn't putting out.
Why would he put out? Because he got broke down
like that.
He wasn't putting out because he got broke down.
He was getting pounded.
Come on, bro.
He got broke down to the body, head bangers like Roy Jones.
Right? Don't bring Roy into this because Errol Spence ain't no
body head banger like Roy Jones. That's what that nigga EJ was. He was a body head banger like Roy Jones.
Hell no.
Ugas knew if he threw the punches out, he was gonna take some more pain coming back in, man.
Go ahead. What you say, man?
But when we look at the situation with Ugas, bro, Errol Spence was forced to keep his hand up because of the output. But when you look at your Dennis Ugas, that's his style. Like, he's not an outputter like that, bro. Like, he'll try to catch your shit. He'll go to your body. He Errol with some good ass body shots. But if you go look at the the Sean Porter fight and the other fights, they was in retreat mode, right? They was bagging up and they let Ugas get his shit off. Errol Spence didn't bag up on his ass. He kept his ass where he was at. And I knew Errol was like, with Errol's style, like I say, throwing her up body. I knew Ugas gonna keep his hands up, bro. He ain't have shit coming. People kept talking about, when you go look at Manny Pacquiao, he kept his distance on Manny Pacquiao. He kept a good game plan. But if you go look at him, he was wait a minute. When he fought Manny Pacquiao was trying to come, he kept his distance, right? Fight, and Pacquiao was catching his ass with shit. I'm talking about y'all saying he wasn't having the output. Pacquiao didn't have the same output as Errol Spence. Errol Spence kept right there on his ass. Pacquiao being little and short like that, Ugas had the distance popping his ass, bop, and Pacquiao getting in and catching. When Errol Spence was mauling his ass down right there in the middle, leaning on him, like showing him that you're not physically stronger than me, bro. So when you got an output like that, it's gonna force his ass to keep his hands up. He had his hands up against Pacquiao at times. But when you look at Ugas,
I agree with what you said.
Yeah, but it ain't the point. Hold on, it ain't the point that
stronger.
It ain't the point that Ugas didn't want to have an output. It's the game plan that Errol Spence went out there and put on his ass to force him not to have an output. So it's not what Ugas did.
He implemented his game plan.
It's not what Ugas didn't do, it's what Errol Spence did do. That's why.
He implemented his game plan.
They keep talking about Manny wasn't this and Manny wasn't. Okay, cool. What about Sean Porter? Y'all keep talking about Manny this and Manny. Y'all acting like the man didn't fight Sean Porter.
That,
like a whole bunch of people don't think he beat Sean
implemented that game plan. That opponent was not Terence Crawford. I don't know why y'all trying to treat Terence Crawford like he your Dennis Ugas, bro. Y'all need to come off that. Y'all better than that. Y'all better than that, bro.
Wait a minute. None of them niggas that Crawford fought is Errol Spence.
Better than that, bro. It don't matter who you fought.
Wait a minute. We never said up here and said fucking your Dennis Ugas was Terence Crawford, because I had Terence Crawford whooping your Dennis Ugas ass as well, bro. So never put your Dennis Ugas and Terence Crawford as the same cat, but you can't take away that your Dennis Ugas ass was the number 3 welterweight in the world.
But y'all doing caveats though. So, y'all doing the caveats off this fight.
It's no caveat. It's just that we just saying that Errol Spence is back on his shit, and that this is the Errol Spence that we picked on to beat Terence Crawford.
I get it.
That's what that is.
And you act like a fighter can't get hit and can't get stunned. If we say it that way, Terence Crawford got stunned by a blown up 126 pounder.
Oh my God! We're not bringing up old toilet paper. Come on, bro.
Put him on his back.
Sosa.
Have you seen Earl on his back?
About Gamboa, man. Y'all stuck on Gamboa.
No, but you talking about a fighter getting hurt. You never seen Earl on his back.
Pounder? We ain't talking
about Gamboa was a blown up 126 pounder.
We not talking about that. We talking about welterweight. We talking about right here, right now, bro.
Okay, Evis Kakalakis.
All that's history.
Spence his harder than Mean Machine. Spence his harder than Mean Machine. We see what happened when he got hit by Mean Machine.
He ain't never
that's an opinion, though. That's an opinion that Spence hit harder than Green Machine.
Okay, but y'all acting like a fighter can't get hit. Floyd got hit. It's what you do after you get hit.
Sosa. He said he haven't been man down in a minute. He said it out his own mouth. So why you acting
it ain't
like
been man down in a minute? It's 3 fights. It's 3 fights that he didn't have strength and conditioning.
Though? He ain't no knockout artist.
Every fight that he's had strength and conditioning, he knocked them out. It's been 3 fights without strength and conditioning, and those are 3 fights that he didn't do knockouts. I'm glad he got
the stoppage, man, because what did he have the last 3 fights? I'm glad he got the stoppage this time.
The last 3 fights, he was without strength and conditioning. But what happened to the fight before that?
Nothing about no strength and conditioning. Y'all just going off what the trainer said. Stop.
No, he didn't. He came off fat camps. Y'all
need to start talking about Blu-ray some more, because Blu-ray out there in the limelight.
Scotty, I'm gonna tell you something like this. What I do know, right? What's a fact is Terence Crawford ain't never beat nobody up like Errol Spence do. Never. He ain't never beat nobody up like that.
You want me to respond?
Go ahead.
Is work smarter, not harder.
Well, what about with
smarter, not harder?
He fought Benavidez, and he fought him 11 and 12 rounds,
and the
man didn't have a mark on him.
He fought smart. He knocked him out in the 12th round. He fought
Benavidez 12 rounds.
Hitting him with the jab.
Y'all sit up here and talk about all the uppercuts that Errol Spence landed on your Dennis Ugas, but you don't talk about the uppercuts Jose Benavidez got in the 12th round, right?
Rounds, and the man didn't have a mark on him.
Work smarter, not harder. Errol Spence want to go in there and give them the Mexican style. Cool. He bring that to Terence Crawford. He gonna get stopped.
Going down.
So Scott, what's your reason of Bud stumping on Errol Spence?
First of all, he's stronger than Errol Spence. Period. Man, he's stronger than Errol Spence.
135 pounder, right?
He's stronger than Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence might have came in at 54 and dropped back down to 47, but as man to man, Terence Crawford is a stronger fighter.
All right.
That's just my opinion, bro. You don't have to believe it.
Hey, bro, when the fight starts, hey, me people lock in the bet when that fight starts. We have Keon hold it for us, all right?
Yeah, it's all good. And by the way, you know, when it comes down to what he did to Sean Porter, y'all can say Kenny Porter. But let's talk about what Terence Crawford did that nobody else has been able to do. Y'all can't just comb over that.
Well, all right. Well, let's talk about
where my push-ups at, bro? Where my push-ups at, bro?
The doctor said that.
Where my push-ups at, bro? I ain't trying to hear nothing. You talking about Terence Crawford? Don't nobody
you
say
said, no. You said
don't nobody say no best with World Combat Sports until he pay me my push-ups, bro.
You said on
I'll be live tonight at 7:30. Can I count on you to come through?
No. Hey, that nigga knockout sound like off Dead President. I'm gonna tell everybody Cowboy like
knockout. I have no problem paying you your hey knockout. I have no problems giving you push-ups. but your tone is just a little bit aggressive. I told you what the doctor said, dog.
Man, I ain't trying to hear that World Combat, bro.
Hey, I ain't trying to see my brother
trying to hear
in
that.
no hospital.
When you come through at 7:30 tonight, bro. If you can't do the push-ups, I need you to do some curls, some tricep ups, some shoulder presses. I need something, bro. If you can't hit the ground on the push-ups, you can do something else.
Scotty, tell him I give you a couple jumping jacks, but I ain't giving you no push-ups.
God damn. Gotta get push-ups right
I
away.
got a 100 push-up bet with 8-6 with the Spence and Crawford fight.
Hey, look, and I tried to change the bet because World Combat was picking Uga. I said, look, man, we ain't got to bet on this Valenzuela fight because that's easy for me, bro. He gonna knock this dude out. We can bet on Uga. Since you think Uga's gonna win, let's bet on the Ugas and Spence fight. He didn't want to bet me on that, bro. He didn't believe his pick. He didn't believe himself, bro, when he said that shit, man.
Hey, he believe in his Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, though. So that's all that counts.
Absolutely, Drico. Hey, that's all I need.
Everybody on the panel, Scotty. Everybody on the panel been describing Errol Spence's perfect fight, but it ain't gonna be perfect, bro. It ain't gonna be perfect. Y'all say Earl. Listen, Scotty. They say.
Did I not just sit up here and express?
You did. You did.
Bro, and what he can do to her, EJ?
You did, Scotty. They say that Errol Spence is a great boxer, right? But yet, still, they say to beat Terence Crawford, Errol Spence got to get on the inside.
Well, nobody said stop it. Hold on.
Y'all forgot a puncher's chance, and that's it.
Nobody said that Earl has to get on the inside to beat Terence Crawford. We saying if he take that bitch to the inside, Terence boy Crawford don't have a chance because he don't have an inside game. What y'all saying is
anything about Sean Porter,
they
say Sean Porter's gonna knock Terence Crawford out. He fight him on the inside.
Man, I never believed that shit. I knew Bud was.
But let's talk about what he did to Sean Porter because let's get back to that because Scotty said what did he do? Let's talk about what he did to Sean Porter.
Let me say this, Key. And don't forget what Derek James said, Key. Sean Porter ain't talked to his daddy ever since he threw that towel in. Go ahead,
Derek James said
Sean Porter haven't talked to his daddy ever since he threw that towel in, bro. Go ahead.
I don't believe that. They stay right across the street from one another.
Go ahead.
He can go look at the Brown interview Sean Porter.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Because I want to answer Scotty's question
right now. He just said out his own mouth last night on the
Let me answer Scotty's question. Let me answer his question earlier. He said, let's talk about what Terence Crawford did to Sean Porter. Well, let's talk about it, right? He caught Sean Porter jumping in and he hit him in his motherfucking chest, right? And dropped him with a chest shot, right? Sean Porter jumping in, kind of off balance, and he got caught with a chest shot. Dropped him. That's one thing he did, right? Another time, he caught Sean Porter again jumping in with his fucking chin up in the air, and he damn near knocked Sean Porter's chin to the goddamn fucking 15th row. You know what I'm saying? He caught and he caught him with an uppercut. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? Before Sean Porter started hopping in and you know, just doing silly ass shit, that was a tough fight for Bud. But I had Bud down on the scorecards.
What the official scorecard said, Keon?
I'm talking about. You asked me what I saw.
Your scorecards don't matter when the official scorecards had Bud ahead.
Hold on. I saw Bud getting pushed back by Sean Porter. I saw Sean Porter every time he was getting inside, he was landing shit on Bud. So, I mean, I saw a nip and tuck fight that I had Sean Porter ahead in that fight before. What was it? The 11th round, 10th?
The 10th round. It stopped in the 10th round.
Okay,
real quick, though, bro. Real quick.
Hold on.
Let me just get this off right quick.
Go ahead. My bad, Keith.
Leading up to that. Now, I can't say this for Bud. Bud did show me when he needs to turn up and he needs to take it to another level. That's exactly what he does. So he turned up, he took it to another level, and Sean Porter, he wasn't prepared. He wouldn't. I don't think he was in good enough condition because he got tired. He wasn't prepared to turn up when Bud turned up, right? But Errol Spence is a different animal because we see when Errol Spence needs to turn up, he gonna turn up on your motherfucking ass too. So what you shaking your head up for? So are you telling me that when Errol Spence needs to turn up, he don't turn up, Drico?
Yeah. Can I respond to that right quick? Drico, did Sean Porter not jump when he was caught with that left hook? Was he not leaping in the Errol Spence with that wild, sporadic type, forward aggressive? Did he not get caught in the 11th round with the left hook. When he leaped
it was a right hook, but yeah, he got caught. Facts.
It was the left hook.
No, it was a right hook, bro. Go watch it.
Okay.
All I'm gonna say
Let me read the super chat real quick. Let me read the super chat, and I'm gonna let y'all finish. Christopher Schaefer says, when you fight at the top level, the KO slow down. Period. Kenny stopped Sean. He says, we'll never give Bud credit for that. I was there. Sean wasn't even hurt. Was in Dallas too. Errol did. He said Errol didn't lose a round. I want action on it. I had Errol losing one round, and that's it. But
let me say this:
Sean Porter was definitely able to continue. Kenny Porter stopped that shit.
Like let me say this real quick because I got a couple of questions.
I appreciate my man Christopher and
World Combat are both on the panel, so maybe they can answer these questions because nobody else has been able to answer these questions.
If you go ask them a question, let me just say this: Drake and Scotty, y'all talking about we saying Errol Spence gonna have to fight the perfect fight, but y'all ain't gave Errol Spence credit for shit or what he gonna do to beat Terence Crawford. So don't play reverse psychology, Drake, because you sit up here and say, oh, they said only thing Errol got to do is go into the inside if he can fight for the outside. Y'all ain't gave Errol no credit. Money.
That's not true.
Shit.
That's not true. I gave Errol credit.
Let me say this real quick, bro.
When I was watching the fight, I gave Errol credit.
Let me say this real quick, then I'll give it to Drake on World Combat. So this is what I can't find people to answer for me. So number one, what people can't answer, Sean Porter is 5'7" with a 68-inch arm reach. Okay. Errol Spence is 5'9" with a 72-inch arm reach and a better jab. So what I need people to explain to me is how Porter can have moments where he can get on the inside and he can make it a tough fight for Bud, but somehow Bud just gonna stay away from Errol Spence and keep the fight at his distance the whole time. That's the first point. The second point, we're talking about a fighter in Bud Crawford that threw 32 punches per round against Sean Porter, 27 punches per round against Kell Brook, 42 punches a round against Mean Machine, 26 punches per round against Amir Khan, 48 punches per round against Benavidez, 40 punches per round against Jeff Horn. Explain to me how he wins rounds when he throws half the amount of punches. So when I say puncher's chance, bro, I'm not just saying that shit. If he don't hurt Errol Spence coming in, bro, he is going to be down on the cards and he going to be down on them hoes big. And then last but not least, people keep telling me that Terence Crawford can fight on the inside. They tell me that Terence Crawford, if Errol Spence won't take it there, Bud can bang with him. Bud can do it all. He is a great fighter. He can do everything that Errol can do. He can do it better. All right, cool, bro, because I really try to study this shit and I really try to break down fights. So since I'm going to break down and predict this fight, I'm asking someone on the panel, can you point me in the direction of a Terence Crawford fight that I can watch, that I can study, of him fighting on the inside, so I can see how he fight on the inside? Cause I wanna be able to study the shit. So does anybody have a fight that they can name or a fight that they can go to where he dog fighting on the inside and not just grabbing people, throwing them off of him so that the ref will break it up so he can get back to a distance? I just need to know how he gonna deal with the work rate, how he gonna keep Errol Spence off of him if he couldn't keep Sean Porter off of him. And then the very last thing I'll say, it don't matter what Keith think, it don't matter what World Combat think, it don't matter what the official judges think. It don't matter what Drico think. Bomac, the person who's in his best interest for Terence Crawford to win, because if Terence Crawford don't win, he don't keep getting paychecks. Bomac said, yo, you losing, bro. You losing. You need to step it up. It's time to get competitive. So damn what we think, his own trainer thought he was losing, bro. And that's all I got, man.
Good talk.
I got 3 words to handle all of that, what you said. 8-6. Styles make fights. That's all. That's all.
I need you to elaborate on that, though.
Yeah, that's some cliche shit. For me.
I mean, that's all. But that's what it all.
Money. I mean, your text message, money.
But at the end of the day, that's what it all is. Bud ain't the best fighter inside. I think that's a strong point that goes to EJ. That's why I said that he's gonna have to use Spence's aggression against him. He's gonna have to run Spence into something, and Spence is going to run into something because all throughout Spence's career, he's a come forward Frankenstein fighter with a jab, and that ain't gonna work with TC because Spence don't take nothing away. What Spence does is he outworks you.
Wait, hold on. You say he's a Frankenstein fighter with a jab?
Yeah, he's Frankenstein with a jab. He's coming straight forward. He's coming straight forward. His head is on the line. And he's gonna outwork you. he doesn't take nothing away from you. I think TC can take things away. He can dismantle you with his lateral movement and counter punching. Spence don't take nothing away. He just beats you down. His punch output and all
So
of
what do you
that,
do against Mikey and Danny Garcia?
being a juggernaut in there, that
Drico, if he don't take nothing away, homie, why did Ugas put his hands in his pocket, bro?
Yeah. And that wasn't
Why did Ugas?
Why-
If he don't take shit away, why did Ugas put his hand in his pocket, bro? Why did he stop throwing?
That wasn't even Ugas' game plan going into the fight. But EJ's work rate was so high, and he got a hit on the cards that Ugas had to change it up, and EJ forced him to fight his fight. And once it got to that point, it was nothing Ugas could do.
He took away Mikey Garcia's fight plan as well. He took away Mikey's fight plan. He took away Danny Garcia's fight plan. Angel Garcia mad as hell at his son at the end. I'm just disappointed.
None of them
another thing we learned about Bud too. When Bud get cracked, he throw his game plan out the window, bro.
So
he trying to get his lick back.
What happened? What the results off that game plan being thrown out the window? What happened?
He stopped everything moving at 147. Facts.
I mean, it's gonna be a good fight.
This shit different.
But the thing is, bro. Hey,
it's not gonna be as good as you think it is, bro.
They can't do nothing for you with EJ, bro.
Y'all have y'all pluses and minuses on your fighter, and we have it on Terence Crawford. You know, it's gonna blend in together, man. Once they lock up, you know, on fight night, that's it. We can talk back and forth forever, which is gonna happen. It's gonna be a hot grease summer because that's what hot grease do. The fish they fried. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a hot grease summer, dog.
Nah, bro. Like the worst
thing. Fried shark knockout. You ever had fried shark meat?
Nah. I eat fried catfish, bro.
You can't eat shark meat. The mercury too high in it. The mercury too high to eat shark meat. It'll kill you.
Shout out to Uppercuts, man. What's up, brother?
No,
you all right?
What's up with
this shark meat in these upcoming months when this fight is announced, hopefully in 22. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, dude already back in the gym putting in work. Like he's already back in the gym putting in work.
Yeah, I know y'all want to run with that narrative,
before this dude with the Shad got back focused.
Don't nobody care about him running back to the gym to do work. Bud Crawford stay in the gym. You know where he just left? Brooklyn.
Well, I said that, right?
That's what's gonna make it worse for him, bro. He put in all this hard work. He a gym rat, and a dude that just decided to get dedicated about to do him bad, bro.
Well, I'm gonna say this like I said
that's the best Errol Spence y'all gonna see in his career against Ugas. That's it.
I give Bud credit. I said this, Scotty. I said, listen, Bud never fell off. Errol Spence fell off. He had some hiccups to where he had to get back on his shit. Bud never fell off, and you got to credit him for that shit. He's a gym rat like Canelo, like Floyd, but Errol Spence is also that same way, bro. He just fell off because of hiccups, but now thank God that he's back to it and he caught himself and he see that. Like I say, you got to go listen to Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo is a fucking gym animal, bro, and he said it. Like I said, when Earl's finna go fight Kell Brook, he said this motherfucker kills the gym. Like Earl said, he saw how Mayweather work out. He knew he had to implement that way into his game plan. He's back to that shit, bro. He's not lackadaisy. He got his restrictions. He even better than he was when he was younger because you're even older. So, you know, he know what he got to do, and that's why he got his ass back in the gym because he do respect Terence Bud Crawford and what Terence Bud Crawford brings to the table. You know he can't fuck around against no motherfucking Bud Crawford. He knows that, but Bud Crawford know he can't fuck around against Errol Spence neither. So it's gonna be that type of fight. Like I say, I always call it a 50-50. But I just think when it comes down to it, Bud Crawford is gonna want to dog that shit out with Earl because that's what it's gonna lead to, bro. Especially two black fighters in that motherfucker. They're gonna want to dog that shit out. And I think Errol Spence gonna get the best of him. And I think he gonna get him on the points. What y'all saying? Hey, Marlo, I sent you the link, Marlo. Yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a fight.
Be a good fight. We know that. But until that happens, you know we're gonna be on different sides of the fence, man. Fuck the road. It's gonna be different sides of the walls, universe, all that shit until it happens.
That's what's gonna make it a beautiful fight. That's what's gonna build that bitch.
Let me get this super chat in.
Hey, let me get this super on here so I can blow it at the end of the year.
Let me get this super chat in real quick. My man King Judah in that super chat. Appreciate you coming through in that super chat. He says Spence throws more, lands more, and is hit less than anybody in the division, including Bud. Period. Them straight facts. Facts.
Man, these people man.
Hey, it's real, Scotty. Whether you like it or not, it's real.
They happy so much that he dominated with all those punches.
My man LeVar D Moss says I think it's D Moss. My man LeVar says this is such an anticipated fight. It's a pick'em fight. he says the one thing we can't do is get caught comparing their prior fights and basing everything off past performances. He says there's guys are both. I think he meant these guys are both at the top of their games. Yeah, that's real. I mean, I respect that. I respect
knockout. Drop an article on here about that left hook.
Hold on, my man Zenith 360 in that super chat. He says Bud is dedicated and a gym rat. I respect him for that. He says that's what makes Spence performance so impressive because he had more dominant performance off a layoff than a gym rat. Right? He did. He says he did neither than expect. He did better than expected. That's what he meant to put. He did better than expected. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just like Money said, Errol just got dedicated. You know what I'm saying? And Crawford been dedicated his whole career. That's one thing I could give Terence Crawford is that throughout his whole career, he ain't had no lapses to where we like, man, Crawford, he fell off. He's a gym rat and he stays focused. But Errol Spence, now he back to that. He's back to the Errol Spence that got him to where he got to, right? The Errol Spence that got him to be able to go over there and whoop on Kell Brook for the IBF title. He's back to that Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? He fell off. He told y'all he fell off. He was fucking up. But now it's a different animal. And I told y'all, Crawford should have fought him when he told Crawford 60-40. When he said, hey, we can make it happen right now if you want to take 60-40. Crawford would have beat him then. Crawford probably would have beat him then. But now, nah. Mm-mm.
Man, you got one fighter that need a knockout, and you got another fighter that can win multiple ways, bro.
If that multiple ways is Terence Crawford, right? Knockout.
Yeah, only shot he got is a puncher's chance, bro. He got to hurt.
Well, you really don't have to fight on the inside if everything you do outside of that is so groovy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he don't have to fight on the inside and make it all dirty and intensive if you don't have to.
He ain't gonna have no choice.
Didn't Earl beat the Garcias on the outside? Did he? He ain't gonna
have no choice, bro.
Hey, Danny and Mikey is not Terence Crawford there, Sosa.
Mikey was pound for pound number 5, right? Supposed to be such an elite boxer, right?
I'm just saying, bro.
Also,
Danny Garcia love waiting at the bus stop. Danny Garcia love waiting at the bus stop.
What's that pause that we seen Bud fight to make you think that he can beat EJ?
Say again.
What southpaws has Bud even fought to prepare him for EJ?
Man, forget about southpaws.
No. You can't forget about southpaws, bro. Because when he get over EJ, he's gonna be there with a southpaw.
When you at the elite level as Terence Bud Crawford, which he does have the capability of switching stances, he would have to utilize whatever he's coming in there with, whatever Terence Crawford's coming there with, whatever strategy that him and Bomac has, he's gonna have to use that against the southpaw Errol Spence. I'm not gonna sit up here and prognosticate what's gonna happen. I'm just saying.
I mean, they say I can't let you do that. I can't let you do that though, world. I can't let you do that in life. Scotty, I can't let you say that Terence Crawford is some switch hitter, bro. Like, right?
You gotta live below average orthodox, bro. You gotta talk to me about the time that he switches back. How many times does he switch back in welterweight? Once he switches out,
you know what I'm saying? It's just going off the.
No. I know y'all like Sean Porter, Jose Benavidez.
He don't be switching back and forth.
Once he switched from orthodox to southpaw, when has he ever switched back? Can you please name?
I say he has the capability to switch stance.
One time. One time to southpaw.
He's 37 fights in, bro. What fights has he switched back and forth in?
Welterweight. 6 stoppages in welterweight.
But see, listen, man, y'all minimizing what TC skills are, bro.
That's not minimizing, bro.
It is what it is. Can Earl switch? How many fights did Earl switch?
Never.
Hold on, let me say this. But with switching, bro, let me tell you, with switching, Terence Bud Crawford is not fit to switch and just confuse Errol Spence, bro. He's going to fight in the southpaw stance. Bud is at his best in the southpaw stance, bro. If he stay in the orthodox stance, then that's going to favor Errol Spence. It's going to favor Errol Spence.
Look, it's not the fool or confuse Errol Spence. These are 2 elite fighters. It ain't no confusion. It's just tactics.
So it's just tactics.
That's right.
They also got the game plan. So the switching shit shouldn't even be brought up in this fight to me.
Yeah, it's part of
it. Realize when he switches to southpaw, his best punch is that nice little hybrid hook jab that he throws. And the reason it's so effective is because he's getting that shit off on orthodox fighters because it's coming from over their shoulder and they can't see the shit coming, bro. The angles are different when you switch against another southpaw. They can see that shit coming better, bro. All them advantages that y'all used to him having, throwing them looping shots, being creative offensively, catching people with shit that they don't see coming. A southpaw see that shit coming better, bro. Like, I'm telling y'all, dog, like, y'all think it's going to be a good fight. And I know I heard Money and Key say that too. Bro, Ugas's fight is going to be tougher for Errol Spence, bro, unless Bud can hurt him. If Bud can't hurt him, y'all are going to look up, and the Ugas fight is going to be tougher for Errol Spence, bro. Errol Spence is going to demolish that dude, bro. And it's going to be...
I'm gonna say 3 things that I gotta run because I'm on a you know I can only be on for an hour, bro. But I got I think A6 to counter what you said. It wasn't the sneaky hook that got him. It was the aggression that got him. When they come in like that, TC set him up. So that skill right there in itself, because he's a natural counter puncher. So he created that opening in order to get that sneaky little left hook off or that looping right hook off. That's number one. Number 2, to address what the people said about him not being at the fight. He don't have to come. If it's on, it's on. You don't have to be there. Ain't nothing to talk about. Earl called him out. Okay, I'm coming. We ready. We in the gym right now. You see what I'm saying? So that being said, man, peace to the panel. Man, salute to everybody in the chat, man. Salute, hey, y'all be safe. Salute, stay healthy. And I'll be back, man. They only give me an hour, so... Salute y'all. Pleasure, Keon, for having me on, my brother. Peace, everybody.
Yeah, you already know anytime.
Absolutely.
Man, I can't wait till this shit happen. You know, let's move it a little bit. Let's move it. When y'all think the fight gonna happen? Give me a month. Money, I'm gonna go to you.
I'm gonna go between September and October, bro. I know it's gonna be in the fall time. I think Earl gonna fight twice this year. Bud say keep my belts. I'm coming to get them later in the year, right? I don't know if Bud go get him one in with another promotion company or what he go do, but I think EJ might bounce back in this bitch around September, October. You know what I mean? So we'll see.
Damn, why they do that?
Let me read this super chat real quick. Let me read, man. My man King Judah. He says if Bud was confident in his abilities, he would have took Ugas' belt and met Spence halfway. Now Spence took all them belts and Bud gon'. He said and Bud gon' look. Oh yeah, he said. I think he just it's a typo. And Bud gonna look weak when Spence take his too. That he said that was a weak move. Yeah, he sat around and he just waited for Errol Spence to do all the work. That's basically what he did.
Why not?
But Marlo, let me do all the heavy lifting real quick because I know Marlo. He been wanting to jump in for a minute. Marlo,
what's good, bro? Salute to everybody on the panel, bro. Appreciate it.
Hey, salute, Marlo. Hey, Key, I gotta run, bro. Thanks for having me up, Marlo. Okay. Salute, man. Glad you hopping in. Uppercut.
Knockout. Heard his first knockout. Heard his first knockout. That shit was a push in the 6th round. That wasn't no goddamn punch.
Get out of here, bro. I'm
talking about with Spence when they talking about he got hurt twice. The first one was a push, bro. I'm looking at it right now. It's a fucking push.
I said that earlier, Money. I said that earlier on here. I said he got pushed. It looked like that he stumbled back.
I know when his mouthpiece got knocked out, that shit was a knockdown.
No, not right before that knockout.
Before that, I seen that on somebody's channel.
Yeah, they edited
somebody had it in slow motion.
Did they knock out? I'm like, what the fuck? I ain't see that shit.
I didn't either. I thought it was a push, but that shit don't matter. Like I hear Bud, I'm gonna say this because I'm hopping out, but I hear Bud Crawford fans saying, yo, if Ugas did this, then what Terence Crawford gonna do when he catch him? Well, shit, Gamboa had his ass doing a stanky leg before the damn dance came out. So if Gamboa can wobble his ass, when he get a hold of him. And that's all I got, bro.
About Gamboa who got washed by Cruz. Oh my God.
Me and Machine had him holding on like motherfucking Gamboa was holding on against goddamn Eastside Cruz and shit. Pitbull.
Hey,
me and Machine had Bud holding on like Gamboa had Eastside Pitbull.
Man, he's fought so many people after Terence Crawford.
They look the same.
Y'all still bringing this up, man? He lost to Gervonta. He's stopped by Gervonta. Come on, man. He
ain't the last nigga that hurt Bud,
bro.
We can't forget about what Jose Benavidez almost folded Bud ass in hell with them body shots. I know you niggas think
almost did.
Ain't no almost.
Well, me Machine put him down.
What happened to the results though? Any one of y'all talking about what Gamboa
Well,
did?
what happened to the results with
what
Ugas? Keep it 100.
What was the results? What was the result?
What was the results with Ugas though? World Combat
6 stoppages at
what was the
welterweight.
results with Ugas?
Have you ever seen Earl hit the ground? I've seen Terence.
My man,
did you see his hand raised at the end of the fight? Appreciate
Hold on,
it.
let me get this super chat in. Then I'm gonna go to Marlon, let him cook. My man King Judah say if Bud don't stop Spence in 4, Spence breaks him down faster than he did Ugas. Bud only way to win is a KO. Now Marlo, and appreciate my man King Judah back in that super chat. Marlo, go ahead and cook, and then you know.
All right, first I want to knock out that little narrative bro just threw out there, bro. First of all, bro, the point that we trying to make, what I'm trying to make is you saying that Errol Spence got hurt by Ugas, right? If we talking about Errol Spence being vulnerable, we should be able to talk about the many times that Terence Crawford was vulnerable. Like I said, when that nigga got hit with the body shot, you can tell that shit affecting them. A lot of niggas try to dial in on Ugas hitting Errol Spence with the body shots and or how he hurt him. After he got him with that free shot, a lot of niggas want to say, "Oh man, if that was Bud shit, nigga, if that was Earl that hit Terence Crawford with what Green Beans hit him with, nigga, he would have been gone. Period. He would have been out of there, bro." And then it's another narrative going around. How niggas talking about how the only way Terence Crawford beat Errol Spence is if he run him into something. These niggas saying he gonna run him into something like he's some fucking dumbass bull and you holding the red flag in front of him. You can't run Errol Spence into shit. He not Sean Porter. He coming in with an educated jab. He coming in with intelligent pressure, bro. He not coming in on no dumb shit. So you can cancel that shit up out of there about Errol Spence running into something, bro. He not gonna run into nothing. Only thing he runs into is that fucking eye that Terence Crawford got. He come to snatch that bitch out like the Jeepers Creepers or some shit like that, and he gonna get his ass up out of there, bro. I'm telling you,
that shit sound good, Marlo. That shit sound all
gonna
good.
look good. I'm telling you,
it sounds good, bro. But let me respond to you. Let me respond to you, bro. This is what it is. Look, I don't know if you're talking about me because half of the stuff you said I didn't say. So you might have been talking about
narrative,
else.
Period. But I'm ready to cook what you got to say too.
It's all good. So check this out. When I speak about him getting hurt, it's his more recent fight. I just don't respect the fact of people retreading back to Gamboa. Man, that shit is over. Retread back to Sean Porter. Talk about the shit he did. Bud did. Hey, Marlo, man, let me get it out, bro. Let me get it out, bro. Let me get it out. So Bud last fight was in November. Talk about them two comparisons. Him and Sean Porter.
I hate to talk about the Sean Porter fight because his daddy said, like his daddy said he was going to throw the towel in no matter what.
We don't need Kell Brook fight. We don't need none of that. We need current, active news.
Did his
we
daddy
need updates, bro.
We
don't need none of that 26 pounds of shit.
He was going to throw the towel in, and they didn't train how they were supposed to train.
Talking about old shit. We got to move forward,
I'm talking about the last fight.
Yeah, bro, but you quick to bring up old stuff when you want to bring up the knockouts. But when it comes to stuff, when he get hit,
I don't know how long
you bring that up, though. You just keep the beans, got it?
But the only thing that I've mentioned about him being hurt, Errol Spence, was his last fight that just happened.
Bro, I'm talking about Terence Crawford last fight and Sean Porter. Kenny Porter said the nigga ain't trained for the fight.
We ain't talking about what Kenny Porter. We talking about the stoppage, Marlo.
Bro, we can tell he didn't have the energy. This nigga was
friends. His daddy. We ain't talking about his daddy.
Friends, bro.
We talking about what those hands was delegating in the ring, bro.
Bro, the first knockdown was a flash knockdown.
Man, now you minimizing the dang
Porter went out like a hoe. Man, that's how it went.
It was,
and if I'm Terence Crawford, I'd be mad at Sean. He went out like a hoe. He ain't giving me the opportunity to get him out.
Here we got hoes. Now we got hoes. I don't even call Errol Spence no hoe. I don't call him shit like that.
What the fuck you want to say, man?
I don't need to. I respect the man as a boxer. But y'all get on.
You didn't call that man a drunk and all type of shit, Scotty.
Look, no, I haven't. No, I haven't. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Come on, Scott.
That's a lie. I ain't never called Errol no hoe.
Come on, bro.
You didn't call him a drunk and all type of shit, Scotty.
Bro,
I ain't never called him a bitch. I ain't never called him a hoe,
bro. So I can eat your shit. Come on, nigga.
Come on with what? You ain't saying nothing with no substance.
Saying what you was saying.
You know what I'm saying? We're talking about current knockouts, current performances right now, and you busy bringing up everything way back when. We already know the green bean shit.
That shit, and
we
I
already know
said
Gamboa shit.
Bro.
We already know all that. Talk about some new shit that you've seen in the recent fight.
Let me get these super chats in, and I'm gonna let y'all. I got these super chats I got to get in. I'm gonna let y'all continue. My man Stacy Rubin says no one is talking about how EJ adapts and figures guys out. For example, masterful boxer Brook. Soon as Spence timed him, it was over. EJ can fight against any style. Yeah, he can. Let me see and salute once again to Stacy for coming through with that super chat. And then my man back in the super chat again, he says, don't talk about Crawford fighting a washed up Brook 3 years later. We never saw him fight against an inside fighter either. Yeah, that's a
talking
fact.
about me because I never mentioned Brook this whole live. I never even mentioned Brook's name.
Hold on. And then No Side says Bud fight. He said Bud fights well going backwards. Remember that. Bud isn't Ugas. Remember that. Finally, smartest. He says finally, smartest will win the fight. Period. Craftsman versus D-Walk. Craftsman versus D-Walk. Man, and salute to you in that super chat too. And then let me see. Yeah, there we go. What it do, Brandon House in the building? What's happening with it? But yeah, y'all go ahead and continue.
All right, answer me this, bro. When the last time Terence Crawford broke a nigga face?
So you want me to dive into a scope of professional prognosis when it deals with the physical anatomy of a fighter that I'm not in the ring with.
Man,
so you're going off visual aesthetics.
We should see
somebody's face, right?
A medical report. That shit would be viral, bro. Stop it, bro.
Dude, you're not going to get no hidden information. Everybody knows I'm not qualified to speak on.
Man, you is qualified. This shit ain't no hidden information,
I'm not.
Bro. This shit
I'm not qualified to speak on something that's very,
I'll let you know myself, nigga. Zero. He ain't breaking nothing.
When you say broke somebody's face, what do you mean? What was broken?
His fucking cheekbone, his nose.
So drop an X-ray in this bitch.
Bone,
drop an X-ray in this bitch right quick.
Drop
one X-ray. Drop an X-ray. The thing was broken, bro. Drop an X-ray. What now?
His ribs, anything, bro. What he
come on, drop an X-ray if his ribs being broken. Drop one X-ray in this bitch.
Who ribs?
The one you talking about, Ugas.
Bro, it's plenty.
Hey, bro, when you drop the X-ray, make sure you drop the one of Jose Benavidez knee too with that bullet in it. 12 rounds of bud with.
Hey, y'all have a hard time staying on topic. I get it. Y'all don't want to stay on current events. I get it. But one current event you're going to have to pay attention to is when Terence step on Errol Spence and you don't get that same energy you saw him in the ring with against Ugas.
But you say current events, but you go back to talk about this Earl's first knockout in so long. If we sticking on current events, then we talk about the knockout right here.
Man, y'all niggas can't stay on topic. That was just in the press conference leading up to this fight. He said that. What are you talking about, bro?
Okay, but it's not a current event.
For this fight.
His last fight was a
that was
knockout,
press
right?
for this fight against
we talking about current events, though, right? So his last fight was a knockout. Am I right?
Errol Spence said, "I haven't had
knockout,
a man down in a while." Ugas was a man down. The doctor stopped the fight. If y'all gonna be petty about what Kenny Porter said,
bruh, Ugas.
So who was in worse shape? Porter.
I know the temperature is not what you feel.
Who was in worse shape, Sean Porter or Ugas? Who was the one that was in worse shape, Sean Porter or Ugas?
You talking about Sean Porter who fought Terence Crawford?
I'm asking you a question. It ain't no who.
I'm trying to relate. I'm trying to tie in the box.
Sean Porter fought Terence Crawford, right? Who was in worse shape? Him or Ugas this Saturday night?
Sean Porter.
You said Sean Porter was in worse shape than Ugas
because Ugas never touched the canvas.
Come on, Ugas never touched the canvas. Bullshit, Scotty.
Ugas never touched the canvas. Sean Porter touched the canvas.
And in boxing, way worse shape.
Let me tell you what Michael Irvin said. He said it takes a real man to break a man down. It takes a real man to break a man down.
You full of shit, Scotty. If you gonna sit up here and say that Sean Porter was in worse off shape than Ugas was, come on, man.
Ugas required a hospital visit after the fight, bro. I guarantee you, Sean had to go to no hospital after the fight.
What are you saying?
For
How
a
do you know
couple
that?
days, Ugas
You
was
can't
in the hospital.
substantiate that.
Man, Shiny Bud was an exhibition, bro.
Get a checkup
Stop
after
it,
the
bro.
fight. Now
That
you
shit was an
capping.
exhibition match.
All
bro.
fighters
Stop
get a
that
checkup
shit, bro.
after the fight. Now you capping.
No,
He's
bro,
been
dude
in the
was in the hospital.
though.
Man,
He's
it went on
sweet
check.
from the hospital.
This
waiting
man
on
was
that
up
X-ray.
on the canvas, bro,
I'm waiting on
pounding
that
the
X-ray.
canvas with his
Nobody
You
hands.
don't need no
James
fucking
said
hurt.
X-ray.
his ribs
Ugas
broke.
said
You
it out his
capping.
own mouth. His shit was broke.
DJ wasn't fighting. DJ wasn't fighting. EJ was fighting. Y'all getting it confused. Y'all getting the DJ confused with the EJ. DJ said the ribs was broken. DJ said the ribs was broken.
Ugas said his
Where's the
fucking
X-ray at?
orbital was broken, bro.
Where's the X-rays at, bro?
We don't need no fucking
I
X-ray,
haven't
man.
seen one X-ray on social media of Ugas' ribs being broken.
You see Ugas in the hospital right now, right?
Scotty a trip,
Man,
man.
that's all the time.
Trip,
That's fighters
Scotty.
all the time. If they have a swollen eye like that, they got to get checked up, bro.
Swollen
Nah,
eye
bro.
like that. Nigga, his
Dude-
shit broke, bro.
Dude pretty much stayed at the hospital overnight. It was 5 o'clock in the morning before he got back.
I was fucked up. Why
I
shouldn't
was in the lobby when he got back to the hotel, bro. Dude, it was like 5 o'clock in the morning before he got back.
That's cap.
Dudes ain't getting no
That's
checkup
cap.
for
I
8
don't
hours,
believe
bro.
that. I don't believe that. That's cap, bro.
Hey,
That's
Scotty,
cap.
I'm gonna tell you
He under my
something.
capping.
No,
That's
Scotty. Scotty, I'm gonna tell you something. I talked in Money Brown could tell you, I talked to one of Ugas' camp members, right? That walked him to the ring, and he told me before anybody knew, he told me Ugas' orbital bone is broke. He said, man,
It
he
is.
had his head down.
I talked to him after the fight.
This is what he told me. He said, Errol Spence is a great fighter, man. Respect to Errol Spence. He said Ugas' orbital is broke. He said he broke his orbital bone. He told me that before any of that.
I haven't even been talking about
after we had met up in the parking lot,
I've been talking about a rib.
I had met up with his team.
rib.
I had met up with his team in the lobby. I didn't even know his orbital bone was broke, bro. I ain't seen it yet. So whenever I asked my boy that I had been with all week, hey, how's Ugas doing? He's like, well, he's gonna have to have some work, but we don't know what kind of work yet. I didn't even know his orbital bone broke at that time. Yeah. And so after I found out on the internet, but he gonna have to have some kind of work, like a surgery or something done to fix it, bro. Like that's how bad it was.
I believe it, bro. I'm not disputing. Don't take the shit personal. I'm just saying that I know that you all are heavy in supporting Errol Spence. I haven't seen.
I'm heavy with saying facts, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with who you support.
Bro, I'm telling you what it got to do with this X-ray, this ribs. DJ said
you're saying that Sean Porter was more hurt than Ugas. I'm telling you how I know for a factual that wasn't the case. That's what I'm saying. It don't matter. Got nothing to do with who you support.
Different types of hurt. It's different type of hurt when it comes to boxing.
So you going to the hospital, staying 8 hours. That is less hurt than somebody that's up pounding the canvas.
Who was on the canvas? Sean Porter or Ugas?
Okay, I rest my case.
That don't equate to you being hurt, bro.
I rest my case, man.
Man, you ain't read shit.
I mean,
I
rest my case.
I'm gonna say this.
I don't need no pictures of Ugas. We all seen that on the internet. I want the picture of the ribs.
I mean, both of them got
DJ said the ribs was broken.
You gotta have some bandages on the shit.
Both of them. When the fight got stopped, both of them was on their feet.
Correct.
Let me read this super chat.
If you listen to my question, Money, I say, who's on the canvas?
Hold on, Scotty. Let me read this super chat. Let me get these 2 super chats in. My man, he's no side says people bring up Spence versus Porter and say Porter was in the best shape. He said was at his best beer in that fight. I don't know what the fuck that was supposed to be. Was at his best beer at the fight because there's a chance he would have won if not for the knockdown. That's why, formerly known as What You Said TV. Oh, okay. That What You Said TV is way easier to pronounce than that name. But salute. He says people bring up Spence versus Porter and say Porter was at his best. I think he might have wanted to say best shape in that fight, because there's a chance he would have won if there was no knockdown. That's why that's why. Well, I mean, I don't think he would have won if it wasn't no knockdown, but I mean, it was a close. A lot of people say it was a close fight. I had it.
Could have been a draw.
I had an 8-4, bro.
I had it 7-5.
Bud's pretty good at finishing.
I did have it 7-5 because I scored one round to draw. So I'm gonna keep it 100. I had it 7-5.
I said
So,
this,
you
kid.
know.
If anybody can sit down with me and show me where Porter won more than 4, and I had this deal going. If you can show me where Porter won more than 4 rounds, I get them $100, bro. Main man, who don't that motherfucker don't like Errol Spence at all. He said he had Sean Porter winning the fight. He went back, he scored the fight on his channel. We still got it up right now. He couldn't get Sean Porter no more than 4 rounds and said Errol Spence won that shit 8-4. And this is a motherfucker right now that's campaigning for Terence Crawford to beat the shit out of Errol Spence. So just go to his channel and watch the fight with an unbiased eye. Go look at what he said. So Errol won that fight 8-4, bro.
And let me get this last super chat. My man, who is you? Say, did Porter dad say he ain't seen his son get his ass whooped like that before?
Talk to him. Who is you?
And salute to who is you in that super chat, man.
And let me say this, no, we didn't think, no, we don't say that, oh, he should have, I mean, we think that the fight, I mean, he was in his best shape because he could have won the fight. No, he was in his best shape because what he done in the fight, and they showed us what he was doing in the fight, and he said it out his own mouth. This is the best I ever been. I just have to be perfect one time. He did everything different than he ever done before in his entire career, bringing in Larry Wade, my man from DC, Barry Hunter, with his daddy, going all in to win that Errol Spence fight because Errol Spence was the biggest fight of his career. I repeat, Errol the True Spence Jr. was the biggest fight of Sean Porter's career, bro. That's a fact.
And Earl just had a fat camp. He ain't even stripped in condition for the fight.
I mean, who? Come on now. Once again, who baggage is that?
Oh no,
I'm not gonna sit up here and glorify Errol for having a lapse
thing, right? This is my thing. Not giving Errol no excuses. But come on now, anybody know that wasn't Errol Spence at his best? That was Errol Spence fucking off in the streets. That's what I'm saying. That was Errol Spence fucking off in the streets, and he still was good enough to beat Sean Porter.
And you know what? I don't take anything away from him.
Not training. He had to lose 40 pounds coming into the fight, but he was still good enough to beat Sean Porter. That's the whole thing. He was still good enough.
And it's
the
Porter before the Porter podcast. When Porter fought Bud, I think he'd already checked out.
The podcast was brought into existence by force from Terence Crawford.
Bro. I think my opinion, bro. I think Sean was already like mentally retired before the fight.
I mean, and that's what you can think on the outside looking in.
He was. He said it himself.
I respect what you're saying, but on the outside looking in, I can say a lot of things that I think about Errol Spence.
But he said it himself, World Combat. He said, I already
those
knew
are his words.
This was going to be my last fight, win, lose, or draw. He said, I have
my
been
bad.
made
Now
that
we're
decision.
talking about what was Sean Porter words, but when I try to say what's Errol Spence words at the press conference and everything, people act like it was months and months ago.
No, you said from the outside looking in. If Sean said it's the inside looking out, fam. Now you're moving the goalpost again, Scotty.
No, I'm talking about when I said Errol Spence ain't had man down in a while, y'all act like it was coming from me directly. He ain't had man down. Ugas wasn't man down. He was on his feet.
No more.
And look, Money said both of them was on their feet. Well, hey, Sean had to get up on his feet because the fight was over. I mean, what he gonna do? Have somebody come in there and put him on a stretcher?
No, Sean was on his feet. Sean was on his feet before his daddy came in through the talent. And that's called a knockout, Scotty. A stoppage is a stoppage. You don't say, oh, well, it's a TKO. It's still a knockout win, bro.
It's a TKO for both fighters, Terence
that's a knockout.
Errol
Yes,
Spence.
Sean Porter was beaten on the daggone canvas. He wasn't out of it.
Let me say this, though. No, but the thing is, I don't take nothing away from Bud. He's the only man to stop Sean Porter, and I give him all that credit. I don't take nothing away from Bud. He gets all the credit for stopping Showtime Sean Porter.
Sure.
I mean, I agree. I agree with you, Money. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
but I just want all the things coming in with, y'all trying to build up Errol Spence into this Marvel comic. And yeah, he broke down Ugas and he swelled up his face. That's not anything we ain't seen about. But the broken rib, I ain't see no x-rays. My man got a picture with his girl up here. Where's the x-ray? Put the x-ray up there, bro.
He broke his eye, bro.
Put the x-ray up there.
Bro, this shit
was it just extensive swelling?
Why the fuck would the public have an X-ray of Ugas in the fucking hospital?
Man, you mentioned it. You mentioned it.
He broke his shit, bro. Period.
Let's get ready to.
You believe everything DJ say, right?
Wrap this up.
His ribs broken. Oh, his
ribs broken. I gotta wrap this up. I gotta wrap it up. We've been on 2.5 hours. I'm gonna go around the panel And I'm gonna get everybody, you know what I'm saying, last words. You can let everybody know where to find you at real quick. And I'm gonna go, let me see. I think that's on the bottom. That's my man, Real Marlo TV. Marlo, man, let me get your last words and let everybody know where to find you at, Marlo.
Man,
if y'all ain't sub to Marlo, y'all need to go sub to Marlo.
Y'all can find me at the Real Marlo TV, bro. Appreciate for letting me get on, bro. But fact of the matter is, Errol Spence broke this nigga face. Ugas came out with a statement himself. This the interview right here, nigga. I'm showing on the screen. Go type this shit in. You didn't. Ugas' first words day after Errol Spence stopped him gives update on eye fracture. Nigga, it's facts. You in denial. Anyway, Errol Spence breaking fucking bones, snatching niggas' eyes, and Terence Crawford, he getting nice stoppages against guys who he can get that shit off on. Jose, Jeff Horn, motherfucking Kell Brook, who's already had 2 broke faces. He had 2 broke eyes. And who else? Green Beans and Sean Porter that didn't even come with the same energy that he came with against Errol Spence. It was 2 different type of energy. He wanted to beat Earl when he fought, but he was his friend. He did it for his last check. Kenny Porter let him go out there all for a check when he knew he was gonna stop the shit from the jump. So, fact of the matter is, one nigga out there punishing niggas, and people like to say it's power versus skill, but it's Earl got power, skill, and everything, and Bud got some good skill, and he got some pop on his power. I mean, on his punching, but it is what it is, man. Bud gonna get his ass stopped. He gonna get his eye took, and that's what it's gonna be. Ain't no stopping that shit, because Bud ain't got no fucking inside game, and then they gonna get his ass beat. Other than that, man, it is what it is, man. Y'all find me at the Real Marlo TV, bro. Appreciate you for letting me on. Salute to the panel. Salute to my brother Monty. Salute to you, bro, even though you talking bullshit and you in denial, but we can't wait to show you.
It's salute to Marlo, man. And y'all go subscribe to the Real Marlo TV. And my man, No Say J. That's how you say it. He let me, you said No Say J. Jason spelled backwards. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's creative. And so next I'm gonna go my man Uppercuts Boxing Nation.
Man, appreciate you for having me on, Key. You can find me at Uppercuts Boxing Nation on YouTube. You can subscribe there. You know, we dropping exclusive content. I got some stuff from Fight Week that still hadn't dropped yet. I mean, I'm just glad that the fight about to happen. I mean, there for a while, it was looking like the fans weren't gonna get it. Whatever side you're on, I mean, that's cool that we both ride for, everybody's riding for the person they're riding for. But at the end of the day, I think we all gonna win because we don't get to see this super fight that we've been salivating for years. It's don't marinated long enough. Big respect to Scotty for standing on his square. That's why one thing about him, man, he ain't finna switch up. He gonna stand 10 toes down for Bud, and there's much respect for him. He ain't, thanks for having me on, and hopefully there are no hiccups along the road that prevent us from getting this fight. But it looks like it's gonna happen, man. Salute to everybody.
Yeah, definitely. And then we gonna go with my man Scotty White. You know, Scotty go hold it down for Bud. He gonna stand on his square, and at the end of the day, we gonna go to war, and you can expect a whole lot more from me and Scotty, you know what I'm saying, leading up to this fight. This shit just heating up. I'm telling y'all. You feel me? Scotty, go ahead, man.
I agree. In the upcoming months, it's gonna be a lot more nastier. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some eyebrows raised, some talking behind the back, some sidebar conversations. Much respect to the fellas on the panel. Look, this is boxing debate. If boxing didn't have debates, it wouldn't be interesting, man. That's what it is. I don't no way, shape, or form. I ain't never wanted Errol Spence not to come home to his fam. Do I support him heavy? No, not at all. I don't support Errol Spence 0.0%. I don't. I put it out there, but I'm not going out there trying to wish bad on this man. He got family, he got a life, and all that other shit. I don't, it's nothing like that, bro. So y'all need to take a deep breath. Continue to support everything boxing. You know what I'm saying? He doing his thing. I was a little bit disappointed with the YouTube community. I didn't see enough media coming back from Fight Week. There's a lot of y'all that support Errol Spence heavy, but I didn't see any media. And I'm saying to myself, do Errol Spence really fuck with these YouTube channels? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I was really,
I don't do all that media shit, bro. That ain't really my cup of tea, man.
I'm just saying, do he? Yeah. I mean, it would have been good to get a picture with him. Is he really fucking with his fans like that?
Is he really? He did though.
He do heavy, Scott. The thing was when he was in there. Yeah, they really want y'all to let them motherfuckers back there. So it was a lot of people back there. But I hit Jay Ism up. It was a lot of people he wanted to fuck with, but it just how they had that shit set up. They wouldn't even let Derrick James brother back there. Like they had Frank Martin out there. They had motherfucking
Burley Brooks. They wouldn't let none of them back there.
Yeah, and Derrick James.
All of a sudden he's untouchable in his home.
No,
I mean,
it's not him. It's what they was doing for all them damn people being in there. They trying to get motherfuckers out. So it is what it is with the situation. But to say Errol Spence, he do fuck with people and he will take a picture with everybody, bro. Yeah. So that's not.
And Uppercuts was actually in the camp. Uppercuts covered he covered the whole whole Errol Spence camp. And salute to Uppercuts.
I'm definitely gonna check out Uppercuts Boxing.
Y'all gotta go subscribe to Uppercuts Boxing Nation. He covered Errol Spence's whole camp.
Yeah, but in closing, man, continue to support ETB. Doing this thing. Money Brown, you know what it is. I'm good talking to you for the first time, Marlo. This shit ain't personal, bro. Don't take it that way.
Hell no. Building the fight regardless.
Yeah, for sure. And I know who Uppercuts Boxing is, man. Y'all go sub to the guy. And WCS, man, if you want to roll over there, it is what it is, man. I could care less about what Errol Spence fans got to say, and I'm out.
And another
thing, y'all make sure that y'all go sub to World Combat. You know what I'm saying? He go and cover fights heavy. I'll fuck with it if it's for certain fighters, but other than that, I ain't really trying to do all that shit. Ain't no motherfucking white folks finna be telling me where I gotta move and what I gotta do and all that bullshit.
There was a little jab from Scotty throwing a little trick play in the book right there real fast to try to he had to throw that motherfucker out there. Nice try, Scott. Nice try.
And another thing, man, we don't. As a YouTube channel, me personally, man, we don't really need to meet Errol Spence and shake his fucking hand for us to fuck with him. Like,
I did an interview with Errol Spence before.
Yeah, I know. But if niggas fuck with him, you fuck with him. You don't need to.
Who just hit me up yesterday, Key? So man, it's some shit in the works, bro.
We fuck with Errol Spence for behind the scenes and shit. So it ain't
and they fuck with us a long way. So what's understood ain't got to be explained. But I do want to read this more. Don't have you stay. Uga just came out 36 minutes ago, said, "Thank God my right eye just opened today and I can finally travel. Crazy that I am mine. I bleed nonstop for almost 40 hours, says my fiance, who looked like I was shedding tears of blood." He said a whole lot of other shit, but that's just one piece that he was saying, you know what I'm saying? So man, Earl fucked that boy up.
Man, that's man, I hate to hear that, man, because I fuck with Ugas. You know what I'm saying? Ugas is a great dude, man, hella humble. And I hated to see that shit happen to Ugas, but, that's what happened in boxing, man. That's what happened in boxing so these cats running around talking about, oh, Errol Spence ain't got no power and this, man. Come on, man. Miss me with that bullshit.
See, some people even say they should have stopped that shit a round or two earlier than that.
Yeah, I knew it was going to get stopped. Like, I ain't going to lie. So I'm right there and I'm like, man, don't stop it. Because I was like, man, if they had stopped it around before that, everybody would have been running around talking about, oh, they should have let Ugas. But then the next round came and he was just taking so much more punishment. I said, man, this referee got to stop that shit. It's time for it to be stopped. It was time. You couldn't let him go on no longer at all.
Bro. Facts. But let me get these well wishes, man. I appreciate my brother Key, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through, always showing love, man. That means a lot. It's all love, fam. Like when motherfuckers get up here just to heat a debate, people, we leave this shit on the internet, fam. We don't take this shit away from the internet, like a lot of other motherfuckers do, try to make this shit too fucking personal for what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? We leave this shit right here on the internet when we get off and shit. So it's all love, fam. This is just one of them fights it's it. Like shit, Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hitman Hearns. It's a split. You pick who you riding with and you roll with your person. And Like I said, me and Keith said this all the time. We all got our opinions, but we don't know what the fuck will happen until that bell go ding ding and they get in that motherfucking ring and see who's the best man that night. You feel me? And whoever the best man, all you can do is tip your head to him. So this is just one of the fights that we've been waiting on, man. We've been wanting for a little minute now, and we finally got it at its highest peak, right? At its highest peak, it couldn't be no better than now to have this fight, bro. Everything on the line. The money is bigger. The stakes are bigger. The anticipation is bigger. You got Mayweather and De La Hoya trying to stick their little nose in and get in on because they know it's an easy fight to promote. This bitch is really built already. So salute Errol Spence for doing what he had to do, snatching them fucking belts and understanding that, all right, if they saying we're the best fight out here, no matter how people feel about it, if they saying we're the best fight out here, let's maximize this motherfucker and get the best bang for our bucks. And that's what's going down whenever this fight take place. And they might do a motherfucking million pay-per-view buys and make as much money as they ever made in their career, and that's a fact. So shouts out to y'all, man, for continuing to rock with us. Y'all follow me at Money Brown TV, right? We're going live tonight at 9 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Pacific, and 10 o'clock Eastern Time, man. We'll keep pushing for y'all, man. We got big things on the rise, and y'all just stay tuned, bro. And continue to support my bro. Everything, boss. And y'all go run that fucking interview up with David Benavidez. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, and make sure that y'all check out that interview with David Benavidez. He was on here yesterday. Dope-ass interview. Real ass cat. And my man Sosa Smith says he got knocked off before his closing message, but good look. Oh yeah, man, no doubt, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody coming through. And like Money said, man, we get up here, we go back and forth, but this is just debates. This is just boxing talk. This you know what I'm saying? If you a real one, you don't take this shit serious, Once this camera go off and this computer shut down, that's it. You know what I'm saying? People gonna disagree. People gonna talk their shit, but that's how it's supposed to be when you're talking about any type of sports. Boxing is just a real passionate topic that if you a boxing fan, or whatever you passionate about it. But anyway, like I said, I appreciate everybody coming through the building, everybody that smashed on that like button. If you ain't hit the like button, hit the like button. Everybody that came through in the super chats and commented, I appreciate all of y'all. And we will be back tomorrow. And y'all already know what it is. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone.